The date is the 24th night of Dravago, the year of our kingdom 998. The weather is, as always, when being beside the sea, a bit of a chill. In the situation, we are on the outskirts of Caer Bradan, planning a siege in an attempt to apprehend Vaelia and recover Seeker Islay. I must be brief in my recount, as any delay may see our cover broken and this ambush fail. The day started as usual, breakfast, discussion of the day's plans, very awkward conversations about the state of orphanhood and stolen goods and birthday stars and execution of those plans. Willow disguised himself as Gil and separated from N and I, though we lingered nearby in case needed. Their destination was the dwarven artist, Warford Bartosz. He is a suspect in the murder of Tarek Elam, and I believe that is the main reason for Willow's interest in him, though knowing them, it probably is a little bit more complicated than that. It seems everything is always more complicated than it appears to be. I imagine, too, that applies to Willow's appointment. When we reconvened, they seemed disappointed by the result of the endeavor, if not irritated. Nothing definitive, just closing in, they said, and informed us of another appointment tomorrow. I didn't press the issue, I'll admit. My mind lingered elsewhere. My focus was the other seekers of Regalport's Blood of Vol Temple, and as soon as the sun had begun its descent for the evening, we three made our way there. When we arrived, Seeker Torg confirmed that Seeker Islay had not returned, and this only served to tighten the knot in my stomach, and accompanied me down to see the champion and assisted me as I conveyed my concerns. I explained to the Bloodsworn Seeker that Islay had been absent from the temple for the past few days and had avoided contacting the guards or even Seeker Torg before they disappeared. Knowing Vaelia was still moving freely and that she may even have her eye set towards Seeker Islay, I grew concerned. I explained that I did the questionable act of searching Islay's belongings in the hopes of finding some indication of their destination or even intentions, and my results were concerning. Upon finding their journal, I checked a few pages and discovered that the Emerald Claw had offered, in exchange for the Seeker's assistance, the offer spoke to Seeker Islay's deep-seated fear of death, and one that promised to make such a fear inconsequential. It's hard to fear death when you're already undead. I have my doubts such a thing would ever be delivered. I've only had a handful of interactions with these believers, and they are insidious at best. No doubt their promises are steeped in half-truths, if not bold-faced lies. That doesn't matter right now. Seeker Nereus was livid at this revelation, and his anger was oppressive. It is one thing for him to explain how undeath twists the emotions born of negativity, but standing before him as they brewed was frightening. His rage was so thick, I swore I could touch it. I suppose that's why I struggled to speak, at least in part. It's difficult to speak against someone who exists as a pillar of our faith when I am only green on the best of days, but I think there was more, though I can't be sure. Even more reason I am thus thankful N was with me. I don't know if I could have spoken the way they did, so careful and considered. For a moment, they reminded me of Secret Elsa, explaining the tenets of our faith, even though we both know them. A gentle reminder when faith was shaken. And did just that, reminding Nereus that his oath was to guide the living, and that life was worth preserving even when life had done wrong. Seeker Islay cannot seek redemption for their actions if they are downed by Nereus' hand before they even begin to repent. I think sometimes it's good to remind people, even people who are experts or pillars of an idea, to remind them of the simple things, remind them of the basics upon which their knowledge is built. And did that for Seeker Nereus, of his own word. And for me, they allowed me enough courage to speak, to remind Seeker Nereus of his own words to me, His encouragement that a journey of redemption is a worthwhile one, a path that Secret Islay may tread if only given the opportunity. I hope I remember to thank Anne for their strength later. I don't know if they understand how important they were in that moment. When Nereus's rage calmed, we began pursuit. It was difficult to keep pace with a man who could scale flat walls barehanded, but we managed well enough and arrived at the fort that overlooks Regalport, where we now lie in wait, planning to ambush Ve'elia and return Secret Islay so they may too seek a path of redemption.
Very nice.
Indeed.
I'm stressed. Are we stressed?
It'll
So
be
stressed.
fine.
Little bit stressed.
So, as I bring you all onto the map,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yahoo!
I would like you guys to roll a perception check.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh no, this is
Seeker's
large.
token. Thank you. I appreciate
Amazing.
perception.
Yes, please.
Oh, you'll have to post that later.
Oh my
Alright,
gosh.
perception.
You rolled high last time.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
Lord above.
I'll keep Luca's perception from last time, but
Thank
Willow,
you.
please make a perception.
Oh,
check.
sorry. That didn't need to be advantage. Let me reroll.
Yeah.
Cool. Broke even.
Yep.
That's not what that
So,
means.
sat atop the steep hill that overlooks the Crown Bay is the crumbling ruin of Caer Bradan. The former fort is old, and it shows it, overgrown with hardy greenery that can withstand the sea winds on the exterior, rubble seeping from its cracked walls. The interior courtyard is similarly filled with greenery, though a few shrubs have taken root inside the shelter of the walls. Grass has not fully reclaimed the dirt paths that mark the layout of the building. Aside from the two humanoid figures guarding the door to the main keep, there are a couple of lurking shapes that patrol the courtyard on all fours, slinking through the grass. You are hidden for now. What would you like to do?
Well.
What did?
Hmm?
Is all of that mainly what N saw, or did that just like?
That's what Luca and
Apply
N
to
see,
all.
and they could. That's what Luca and N see, and like they obviously are communicating with the rest of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convey it to Willow, and I don't know how Nereus's eyes are doing.
I mean, because N rolled high on perception. Does N get any more details, or is that?
Nope, that's about what you can see from this distance.
Yeah. Can
Got
be
ya.
confident that we're still hidden, I think, is the main
Yeah.
takeaway
Yes.
there.
If you want to like look closer and try and figure out what these things lurking are.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah, I think N might approach Nereus because N wants to ask a couple questions in regards to undead, I think, before we
Yeah.
get into too much of a situation.
Pickle.
I think on a 19 and a, what was it, 22 from Luca last time?
Yeah.
You can tell that the shapes that are patrolling the courtyard appear to be canine in nature.
Oh no. She has evil dogs.
Well, then, first question. I might like shuffle a little closer to Nereus and kind of try and catch his eye so he knows I want to speak to him. Don't suppose you know if undead dogs have good noses too?
They might well do.
Good. Right.
Does fish dog smell?
Is Luca asking this of me now?
Yes. Yes.
Also,
Is this Cognot?
Yes.
Okay.
Speak
Willow
quietly.
will respond to Luca. Okay.
We're in an ambush.
Fish dog perceives.
Does it give off a smell?
Everything has a smell.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of like swivel, like looking towards Nereus and now, since it seems like we might
All right.
get some more wisdom about the
Now,
approach here.
second question then. For the more two-legged friends out there, what does their awareness tend to be like? How do they recognize friend from foe? Can they?
Undead that have been summoned, such as those likely will have standing orders from their summoner.
Right. Does that go further than skin deep, or if I looked like vaguely, do you think they'd stay their hand?
Likely they would not recognize you as the one controlling them and become aggressive.
Gotcha. And I suppose that would be the same for voice commands. They've already got their instructions.
Indeed.
All right. Good to know.
The connection is magical.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Well, that counts my face out. So the way I see it, we have two options here. We send, Fish Dog, the least smelly one here, as a scout, to figure out the lay of the land and what our best options are for entering. Or we do the basic trick of throw your voice, throw a stone, draw the undead in a direction, and go in the opposite.
Is fish dog out in the open?
Yeah, I think Willow would have floated fish dog out of their pocket
Okay.
when Luca
So I was like,
mentioned it.
Does Secret Nereus know what we're talking about?
No,
I think
it
he
would be
can
that.
pick up on context clues. Seeker adds, our third option is to storm the gates.
Yeah, I suppose that is an option too.
Willow might, in response to that,
Seeker, do you have any inclination as to what we may find down there? Any sense?
Zeke, the GM, wants to know what you mean by that. What do you mean?
considering the number of undead that are up here, and perhaps just a general, if you could take a guess as to what we might find downstairs, considering what's up here. If he doesn't, that's fine. Willow takes guesses.
The caliber of undead is slipshod at best. They're likely to cause alarm and deter intruders. It's not as if she has had time to create an army.
So you're saying they're fragile. We could bust through them and get to the core of the situation quickly.
Quite possibly.
Also, rather than doing an investigation check, Willow might just ask,
And other than slipshod, what is the caliber of these? Rather,
Willow gestures vaguely at the dogs, zombie dogs.
Mm.
what are they?
rather than me doing an investigation check and possibly getting eaten by one. Figured I'd see whether the pro knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nereus glances over. It's like, looks like corpses of animals animated.
Luca makes a face.
So I assume agile, quick, prone to
A
biting.
nuisance.
We will add.
Infectious?
No. Okay, so here's a quick lore
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah.
Zombies in D&D are
Yeah.
never infectious unless stated otherwise. The zombie
Well-
in D&D is a corpse brought to life, not a diseased corpse.
Okay. Do they
It
not
is
look like
not like-
corpses? Is it something I
are-
would know?
What?
Is it something Willow would know?
The non-infectiousness of zombies.
Because I don't even mean that entirely as infectious, like I will become a zombie. I mean, like, if it bites me, am I going to get zombie rabies?
Oh,
Which is, like, like, is this, like, general
That's-
sense, it was a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I am, like...
yeah.
Yeah.
That, any wound can be infected, so I guess. Septic,
and, like,
yes.
Yeah,
And
because
dog
it's
mouths
like a
are disgusting.
dog.
So
Yeah, I don't know, it just feels like... I'm asking if it can be, like, poisonous, not even if just in the zombie way. Like, what are these? You know? It was a little jokey, but so it is good to know that they aren't like zombies, like Resident Evil zombies, dogs. But
They've-
like,
yeah, these are the traditional zombies of like something has died and been reanimated by a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Not a thing that has been killed and revived
Not
by
Big Pharma.
some sort of disease. Yeah.
not Umbrella Corp. No, but yeah, I am still
Yeah.
asking whether like there's anything off about them. I guess. is
No.
the-
Nope, they just appear to be regular undead. They just happen to be undead dogs.
Okay.
I think in answer to your infectious thing is, Nerea says, try not to get bitten.
Noted.
Sound advice.
Yeah, Willow's gonna stop asking questions.
I think that a brute force attack may be unwise, given we do not know the situation between Seeker, Islay, and Vaelia. They could be something of a hostage, and a sudden attack could result in casualty.
Well, perhaps we can send Fish Dog in to scout ahead, and if Fish Dog unfortunately gets caught, then we can launch an attack. The element of surprise is slightly diluted, but not entirely.
Nereus nods in agreement.
And if Fish Dog doesn't get caught, then we get intel and we can decide from there.
It might be
Well, that's-
worthwhile for us to split and surround. The outer walls of the castle do not appear to be monitored.
Cover more ground, as long as we stay close enough that if one of us gets in trouble, the other can reach them.
Willow will look at Luca. How does Luca feel about splitting up?
Luca is looking at N, and he like taps his head and asks, "How far is it?"
Pretty far. Though the stone might cause some problems.
Okay. I think that's best.
Alright, well,
Okay.
if we're in agreement, then who's going where? Willow and I are
Willow
long
seems-
distance.
Mm.
What are you capable of, Seeker?
Nereus places a hand on his sword.
Right, okay. 2 long range, 2 close range, and 1 fish dog, so. We should arrange accordingly.
Can I make Fish Dog do like a lap around the outside to check for any like possible exits?
Yeah, I think
before Fish Dog even
look
touches
for
on there.
holes, or I'm gonna like, can I get up on
Yeah.
a tower? Can I get a vantage point?
You guys can try and climb.
I think I might actually suggest that En and Willow go together to find a vantage point, and Seeker and I might go around just to see what the dealio is, and if confrontation happens, it's better that it happens to us.
No. Like, not the
No, but
last bit.
You will be in like prime position to give us fire support,
We could be
air support, you
snipers.
know. Yeah.
Can I send Fish Dog around first before we move? Like, how
Yeah,
long will that
Fish-
take?
It will take as long as how fast is Fish Dog?
Fish Dog is uh
How fast are drones? Oh wait, does
said
Fish Dog
speed.
have
Fish
like?
Dog has an actual
Fish-
speed.
Speed.
Okay.
Fish Dog says 20 foot, fly 30 foot.
Okay. It can fly 30 feet
Per 6 seconds.
per round.
Yeah,
So
every 6 seconds, 30 feet. So
So that's okay. Can I not just make it spend a few minutes going around the outside?
yes,
Okay. And then it can
it
report
does need
back
to roll a
us.
stealth check
Oh,
regardless.
Every time.
Not every time, but like at the start.
okay. If I see it starting to clunk, 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 clunk as it goes around, I'm going to grab it.
So that's about
Will
3
you-
minutes. It takes about 3 minutes for it to circle the thing.
Yeah, we're not in combat, so
Yeah. I'm just giving an
So-
idea.
Stealth and then perception, I'm guessing, for
yes.
Fish Dog. Okay.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to send it to this corner first. If its stealth check is like, no, I have to commit to this. Ugh.
You have to commit to this.
My stealth checks have been so dangerously bad lately. I'm just a bit nervous. Okay, I can't give it any advantage.
No.
I just have to hope for the best.
Give it a pat on the
Okay.
head.
Okay. Stealth. Ready.
What if you like pelt it halfway through?
Okay.
That's not bad.
only the outside.
Yeah, and then a perception check to follow.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Fish Dog does a loop of the fort walls. Hold on while I try and reveal a little more of the areas.
Ooh.
The Fog of War functionality on this is not the best, but it will do.
We'll make it work.
Feels like unwrapping a present, you know? Like you do a little bit
Yeah.
at a time.
The present's full of zombie dogs and will hit you with magic, probably.
And it'll make me cry.
If
Probably.
Seeker is dead or undead.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry
Yeah.
for saying it. I was thinking of a nicer way to say it, but it didn't happen. Sorry.
Let's hold our
I've
undead
heard,
horses until we see the body, okay?
Yeah.
In my notes, I've wrote new dead instead of undead, so
Ooh. What's that?
Those are the
Zombie
zombie
That's a
dogs.
dog.
Oh, so there are god people and then the
Aw.
dogs.
they make me
Yes,
sad.
and the zombie dogs or gravehounds, as I am calling them,
Oh, that's
are
dope.
patrolling.
That is a
Nice.
dope
Courtyard.
name.
Got a grave hound.
Very cool.
Biting all the time. Very cool.
So, Fish Dog has found a gap in the wall on the northern side here, but otherwise there does not appear to be any easy way
Hmm.
to get into the keep itself. Which
So there's only
makes
one
sense.
other entry.
Yes.
It is a fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good. It's a ruin too, because I was like still just unsure. But smart
The
place to
I
locate.
mean, the other way you could potentially go in is to scale the walls and try and break in through the roof.
Mm.
I mean, that's fine and dandy for someone who has a spider climb, not naming any names, but
The walls aren't smooth.
yeah.
So they'd be a little
Yes,
bit more
yes.
easy to traverse.
Yes.
And with their -1 athletics.
Look, okay,
and
look,
their
no,
Cody legs.
look, here, I've got
I'm
an
joking.
idea. Give a rope to Nereus, he goes up, he secures the rope, we take the rope up.
And then
That would grant you advantage on climbing.
Yeah. I mean, not that it fucking helped me last time I climbed a rope, but you know what?
So we
Okay,
aim
is
to
this
get
the
a
type
high
of
ground of
fort?
these two.
Where the walls, like these parts, have high, like, quote unquote railings, so that the people
Oh, yeah,
inside
yeah.
the fort can't necessarily see the people on those higher levels.
The battlements are mostly in tatters. The
Right.
only places that are like really stable flat are the tops of the towers, and even some of those, in fact most of those are pretty badly damaged.
So I'm
So,
gonna say we should avoid like this area where we can easily be seen by zombies and their hounds.
Yeah. I will say the wall heights vary between like 2 meters and half a meter.
Mm-hmm.
so should we try working our way around to the fort and that opening? Like, I kind of figure that it seems like an obvious entrance. I feel like if Valia has taken the time to reinforce the front, there's probably something back there to cause a problem. So I'm not against the idea of trying to go up, but we could go around that way. You know, we have to go around that way to get to the fort anyway, and then send Nereus up with a rope.
Sure.
So try and
Yeah.
enter from the other side
Yeah.
rather than the front gates. Is that what
Rather
you
than the front gates or the hole. I'm dubious about the hole, too, that Fishdog found. Because it is the only entrance that is
Yeah.
obvious, it feels like Vaelia also would have noticed that. So,
Unless it's not noticeable from the inside, we don't know that
mean?
entirely.
She probably would have scouted it.
she didn't
That's true.
Yeah, she didn't materialize within the fort and not look outside. She came in from the outside, as far as I know, anyway, as far as I can fathom.
Oh man. So you're suggesting rather than coming through either of the entrances, we go up and try and enter from the roof area. Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm
Or at least
suggesting.
look
Yes.
from above.
Yes. At least try and get up there, or at least send some people up there. Because that seems like the least guarded way to enter, like the least expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get the drop on them, literally.
Yeah, you've got Featherball, right?
I do. I probably, hopefully, don't need it for like a 1 meter drop, but okay. Depends how hard
I
I
have
fall. Or I'm
fat
thrown.
ass fall,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You've got
Yeah.
built-in airbags, Luca. You'll be fine. You've got
I've
nothing
fallen down
to.
an elevator shaft before.
You've got nothing to protect anyway if you fall, so you'll be fine.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well.
I'm just saying you can't forget any more than you already have. So you know what?
What are you gonna get? More brain damage? Jeez. God.
I'm
Anyway,
feeling really attacked right now.
that's my proposal. So anyone else feel free to weigh in?
Are we still
Well,
needing
that's-
to split up if we go up?
We
Not
could.
necessarily. You could, but you don't have to.
That is sort of what I was suggesting by splitting up. You two go up and we go around.
But
Yeah, Ann and Willow could
Why?
go up, and Luca could check out the other way.
if I may ask one
back
thing,
hole.
why? Why split up? I'm nervous about splitting up.
And I'm not saying.
'Cause then,
But see, one of my thoughts on that front is that I'm not sure how convoluted the interior of this place is. If we go up onto the roof and we can like find a way to look in, we could be able to observe the scene from a vantage point hidden while Nereus and Luca go in and we might be able to observe what they're doing from a place
Okay.
that nobody knows where we are. You know, it's like, you know,
That makes more sense. Cool.
Corvo up on the roof watching the situation go down before he goes in and poisons the cups, you know?
Yeah. Okay, cool. As I thought the
what I was
timing
kind
of it
of
was both
relying
of us
on.
hitting at the
Yeah.
hitting
And
at the same.
if we can't see
Yep.
anything, we can always just drop down the rope and go after Luca and Arius.
Yeah. Cool. So the timing of it is kind of like we do recon and then we'll indicate.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of. You can hit Luca with the messages, so.
I can.
Oh, and Nereus.
To a degree I can. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell Nereus about your message?
Hey Nereus, I have message. I say in Nereus's brain. That's how I'll
That
stay
will
in
be
contact.
That will be tactically advantageous.
And nods. Oh, shall we?
We give Nereus a rope.
Nereus takes the rope. Where are you approaching from? Which side are you going to try and climb?
I imagined we might try and start like here.
Yeah,
Okay.
behind the zombies.
Okay.
Yeah, like walk around the outskirts. Rom, do you agree?
Okay.
Because this is both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
around there.
Roll stealth checks.
I have advantage.
Am I coming with you or am I waiting here?
We may as well stay together until we have to split.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So Nereus rolls, roll stealth.
Oop.
Oh, in.
Luca.
Oh.
Oh, Nereus!
Oh, shite! Oh, boy.
15, 20,
The rope just is
32,
dragging.
39.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's
Oh, that's
a fail.
That's a
That's
big
a-
fail.
That's a group fail. Look, even NPCs can roll natural ones. You don't get very far before something happens.
Oh,
Naturally.
But the thing that happens is maybe not as bad as it could be. On account of, as you are walking past the tower here, because there's no reason for you to take the long way around.
no.
Out of one of the arrow slits in the wall comes pouring a swarm of
Ew.
rats.
Oh.
Oh.
So the rats get an advantage attack on Nereus, who has failed. Nereus
no.
rested his hand on the wall to keep low, and has now been attacked by rats.
No.
So surprise attack
Gosh.
from rats. Not that they managed to hit him.
They are rats.
So they're. But let's just real fast roll some. Oops, forgot to click the rats.
This is rolling initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
dear. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet.
These are just regular rats, yeah?
Nope, these are undead rats.
Okay, never mind. All of us just stealthily going.
Oop, Luca also needs to be on here.
Look. Maybe I'm not used to undead rats, but I've seen a rat before. I've seen multiple rats before.
Okay. So,
You can't.
rats!
Rats!
Oh,
rats!
The rats have swarmed Seeker Nereus, and he's they're trying to scratch at him, and he's just kind of trying to flick them off.
What is the most effective way to help in this situation? Is it a
Kill the
sword?
rats. It might be a sword.
Then I'll sword the rat.
Please attack the rats.
Never mind.
You
Luca's probably
are
a
overly
little bit-
cautious,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to stab Arius.
so you
Yeah.
kind of you try and swipe at the rats, and the rats shift as a single entity, avoiding
Ugh.
damage.
Okay, my turn. I saw Luca fail with his
Yeah.
thing, so I'll try with my sword.
Uh,
Did that work?
That was
no.
Did I click the wrong button? What just
Yeah.
I
happened?
think so.
Oh, sorry,
Click
my bad.
the
Let's
actual
try again.
weapon. Yeah.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, cool. I'd give a big sweep to try and catch them like a blanket off it.
Yeah.
So seeing Luca like be so, I imagine seeing Luca be so gentle with it. Willow's like,
He's kind of
Swoosh.
gently stab
Yeah.
with his big ass sword at Norris.
Yeah, like carefully stabbing. Like Willow's like, we need to swish, as it were. And also, Fish Dog might try and headbutt some with their force
Okay.
strike.
Yeah.
So
Force strike is a little beam. Once again.
yes. Oh, sorry. I always imagine it kind of spins. Imagine a headbutt-ish gesture. You
Okay.
always correct me on that. So my bad. It's little like it takes its whole body force into it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Precision strike.
Yeah.
Roll for damage. Click on the thingy.
Go, little bean boy.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool. So you stab at the rats with your rapier, and Fish Dog, as you like sweep them away, Fish Dog takes a does a little whir and blasts the cluster that has tried to evade your sword. So that's good. How much HP does the rat swarm have? Still above 50. Who is the rat swarm going to attack? Above 50%.
Oh,
I was like, damn, those are some strong
Those are
rats.
robust rats.
Oh man.
Strongest
Uh,
enemy we
I
fought yet.
rats.
Rats.
Is my drag name.
The rats are going to attack Willow, having been
No.
swept onto your blade.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a meaty hit.
Oh my god. I imagine it crawling up Willow's blade and like onto their arm, and Willow's like swatting wildly to try and get them off, but they're
Yeah.
immediately up their freaking dress shirt, by the way. I know they have
Yeah.
armor, but like they're still wearing a dress shirt and a vest.
Yeah.
Always rats.
Yeah. Just like stressed cold noises of like trying to remain quiet as rats are biting you.
Yeah. So the rats managed to get into places that you didn't know were vulnerable, like the joints in your armor, and like bite and scratch. It is deeply, deeply uncomfortable and very painful.
Rip.
I'm sorry, Will.
11 damage? Jesus!
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like half your HP.
That's a third!
Bruh.
God.
The rats hit something vital.
God. I imagine, you know that like tender bit on the underside of your arm? I know that Willow would have covered it, but I'm like, maybe a rat just like managed to burrow into it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a swarm of rats. They literally are like swarming you. They are crawling all over your body.
Yuck!
And your turn.
Honestly, this a
Willow
dream
is
of mine.
being attacked by rats.
Yes, accosted by rats.
This is the city of rats.
I imagine Willow's also
Find
jumping
rat.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other creatures they get to make perception checks with advantage.
The scuffle.
Oh.
Zombies not known for their acuity.
Oh, well.
That, however,
Mm.
is troubling.
A concern.
Yep, and your turn.
Yeah. I don't know that we've sent out an alarm bell to anyone yet. I guess I might just like Can I move around like here to get to the rats?
Yeah.
Is that acceptable, or am I
Yes.
gonna fall off a cliff?
Yes. Yeah, you can stand there. The rats are technically on Willow's space. I've
Okay,
just put
so
them next to.
I might just stay here then. I have this.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand that close to the edge. I just have a bad feeling.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think En's still trying to stay quiet, and they might just like pull a knife and start stabbing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. As you try and like pick them off one by one, you find that the rat swarm is very difficult to hit, but it has been significantly reduced at this point. It is under half health.
I will say as well.
Average.
I imagine Willow was jumping, sees N pull their knife out and goes like perfectly still. Just stands there like, okay, get him then. Like...
Yeah.
It's on you now, buddy.
Precision strikes.
Yeah, okay.
And probably like grabs you by the shoulder and starts stabbing at you.
Willow just like perfectly rigid, like, oh my god.
Which is good because Nereus also comes in with claws.
Oh.
Yep, that'll hit the rats. Although, again, trying to smack them physically is really difficult because, like, essentially each rat is a hit point that is scurrying around.
Yeah.
Oh, I should use my. No.
The shield would unfortunately. I mean, it might have protected you from the bites, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll initiative for a Gravehound.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Punk.
So it is Luca's turn.
Me.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in with my sword again. I think I'm
Okay.
more comfortable trying to
Oh
stab
my god.
Willow.
Me?
Yeah.
That does hit the rats. You managed to take off a couple more.
This feels like a terrifying stage show.
Thanks.
Like, you know, knife throwing. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Willow, you are covered in rats. It is your turn.
Yuck. Can I make Fishdog go ahead of me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
You can
get
also
Fishdog to
use
try and-
lightning lure on the rats. They are within.
Oh, I can. Okay.
They are within range.
Oh, cool. I was looking for a spell that I could use at a close range. I forgot about lightning lure. Creature I can see within 15 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on you.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to take a step back from you guys. I don't get a. Do they get an attack of advantage when they're on me?
No. They move
Okay.
with you.
Okay. I'm going to take a little like step around here, and then
Mhm.
try and use my lightning lure because it does like
Yeah.
skitter across my whole body.
Yes.
That. Where is it?
It takes 1d8 lightning damage when it's within 15 feet of you, and they sure are within that range. So they just automatically take the damage. They're already on you.
Sweet. Great.
A few more rats drop. There's like
Yeah.
maybe a handful that are still on you.
Fishdog's gonna do another force strike.
Yes.
Ugh.
Miss. Now that there's fewer of them, they're harder to hit.
Hmm.
I think the rats will flee.
Uh-oh.
So, make attacks of opportunity, everybody.
Hell yeah.
That definitely hits, and that definitely kills them. Yeah.
Nice.
All
And
three of
Luca.
you just like pierce the three rats that were remaining.
Aw, that's cute.
Keep moving.
Willis does one of those like full body like after settling for a moment, full body shudder. Like, yuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
The dog wiggle of getting all the water off the fur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that with the lightning lure almost, like because it was like a little zap of just get him off me, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. The rats are dead.
Yeah.
Everybody. I think Nerea says we should keep moving quickly.
Yeah, and was about to say that. We've made a scuffle.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
I think En will. Can I do a perception check? Because I feel like En's like, okay,
yeah.
we were attacked once. I want to keep my eyes open for other possible situations, especially since I
Yes.
don't know the dog is coming.
yes. And make a perception check. Everybody else make another stealth check as you quickly
Boy.
have to proceed.
Can I also make a perception
Hey, not
check?
too bad.
Yeah.
Look out for oh damn, and perception check.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Seeker.
Seeker wants to fight. Seeker wants blood.
Seeker is old and keeps walking into things or something. I
Stop
didn't even get to
touching
do my
stuff.
perception check yet. I would have told anyway.
Look,
Can I-
you might
it's too
still
late.
win. You might still win.
Go for it,
Go
Willow.
roll a stealth check.
I did. I got a 14.
And roll a stealth check then. Sorry.
Okay,
Hey, you succeed.
Hey,
Oh,
we
wait.
covered.
catch him before he trips or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. So like, Nereus is like lingering. Willow, you hear the sound of footsteps in the grass, and you all quickly hurry along, dragging Seeker Nereus with you.
Seeker, please. Keep up.
Can I point out where I heard the?
It's from like around the
Movement from?
corner, basically.
Okay, I'll gesture to you guys though, so that you know, because that was what my check was for.
All right. We'll
Yeah.
keep an eye over our shoulder then.
Okay. Let's see. Gravehound can make another perception check, which requires, or they get advantage. What's the average? Let's see. 14 plus 19 plus 21.
No.
Wait, no. 14 plus 19 plus 24 plus 1, and then divided
Is it
by
one?
4.
Because it's in that one.
Yes.
Right.
14, so
Mary.
they...
Let's see. Yeah. So
Fuck.
the Gravehound has spotted you, or is aware of your
Excellent.
presence. You hear a low
Okay, we might want to get on the roof now.
Can I send Fish Dog to it? How far can Fish Dog move? How far are we?
I think we're back in initiative order. I cleared everybody, so let's
Do it again.
yeah.
Fresh rolls?
Fresh rolls.
I love
Why
fresh
not?
bread rolls.
If only that
Fresh
were our
initiative
situation.
rolls.
Oh.
Oh, I clicked it. Sorry, it didn't attach to my
That's
token.
fine. I'll add you in.
Thanks. I want to send freaking. I'm considering sending Fish Dog to try and distract the dog, but it's a whole 110 feet away. I mean, I can meet it halfway.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the wolf has sounded the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we want to go up? Because if we go up, I feel like that's an advantageous position to be in this whole situation. So Nereus, if you want to
Yes.
head on up and secure that rope.
Gosh. No, I
Is
think
the
what
wolf-
Nereus is going to do is, I'll deal with those. You proceed. And we'll dash. So that's 30. 60.
I'll take the rope off of him then.
Yeah, he leaves the rope behind.
He just drops it back into our hands.
It was kind of our trump card, but I guess we're found out anyway. Who's the second best climber?
We'll do this the old-fashioned way.
Hands the rope to them. I hope you hand the rope to Luca.
Yeah.
If not, then I will. Willow takes it out your hand and hands it to Luca.
Okay, cool. The wolf has sounded the alarm. Or, well, Gravehound. This one also gets an initiative roll.
Oh.
Good. So, duels. 2 Gravehounds.
Quick question just to refresh my
Yes.
memory. My armor gives me advantage only on stealth. It says dexterity checks, but it's in brackets stealth. So
Yes,
that's only
that would
stealth?
be stealth.
Okay.
That would be stealth. The dexterity stealth is like, if you are proficient with stealth, it is a stealth check using your dexterity. If you're
Oh,
not
right,
proficient
right.
with stealth, it is a dexterity check that counts as a stealth check.
That's smart. Okay, well, great.
Cool. Gravehound. Time. 30 feet. And it starts barking very loudly. Second one. The good news is that because of distance, you have some time before everything goes off. So, N, you hand the rope to Luca and you hold your turn to climb after Luca has gone up?
I guess.
Or are you doing something else? Because you could also...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I do have the long range magic, so since the alarm has been sounded, I'm not exactly precious about making noise at this point.
Yeah, this is true.
So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna step out.
You just step aside.
Step out and fire off a blast at the hound within my sights.
Hell yeah.
Aid and raise from afar.
Ooh,
Yes.
big meaty
Nailed
hit.
it.
Flash from behind
You-
Nereus, and just an
Yeah.
arc of fire blazes across the way.
Yeah, like the arc of fire, like straight up blast the hound's like chest out. It's got like a massive gaping hole through its central cavity. It is barely standing.
That ought to
Nice.
slow it down. And says, shaking their hand out.
Good shot.
Literally, it's on 1 hit point.
Nice.
Damn.
Luca, your turn.
I am going to dash to seek an Nereus.
Yo, Luca, you're supposed to climb the building. That's our whole plan, is climb the building.
No.
Yes, that's our whole plan. We just talked about it. And you saw how brittle that thing was.
Yeah, but
listening?
what if there's more? No.
Well, then
Okay,
give the
at
rope to
least hand
me.
back the rope.
Yes, we'll go
Yeah.
then.
Willow goes to hand Luca the rope and he doesn't take it and he dashes off instead.
Yeah.
Cool.
No plan survives first contact.
So they say.
Willow's going to. Okay, well, you've decided my course of action for me, thank you. Are you doing anything there or are you just dashing? You finished
I
your
can
turn?
only dash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the whole
Then
round
I
to
guess
run
it's-
up towards Nereus.
Yep. Can Fishdog give me an advantage on this, like helping me scope out
Yes.
how to do
Yes.
this? Okay.
Fishdog can take one end of the rope and try and tie it up there itself.
Okay. Nice. That's my
Yeah.
advantage. Hope. What is this?
Since we
What am I-
lost our option 1 and option 2, then fish truck, I guess.
Yeah.
Plan C, Fishdog.
Yes. The sea dog.
Willow's usual plan. Fine, I'll do it myself. So,
I'm
what am I
sorry.
doing?
I'm trying to keep everyone alive.
Okay.
Nereus is already dead.
You know what I mean.
Just Just cast the rope.
It's okay. You're
Willow.
going through something, Mr. Man. Yeah. So what do I roll for this? Sorry.
If Fish Dog is trying to attach the thing, Fish Dog
Mhm.
makes a dexterity check, because I don't think Fish Dog has sleight of hand.
Fish dog doesn't
Fish
have
dogs have
hands.
hands to be slight.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
so Dex, not advantage. Okay. let me
Yes.
Just Dex.
Just dex.
Laughs. Let me just do it myself. Let me just climb.
Okay.
Or
If
can I give Fish Dog advantage?
Fish Dog fumbles with the rope a bit and makes a little distressed beep beep. And you roll your eyes and start climbing. The rope is at least up there already, so you don't have to worry about that. But please roll an athletics check.
Okay. Normal, no advantage because Fish Dog.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You
There we go.
successfully and quickly climb the wall and are
Yeah.
standing on top of the tower.
I'll
Didn't beat
fix
us for
the
anything.
thing for N.
Well, that's your action is
Oh, okay.
yeah. You're up there and you're holding the rope, so N can
Oh, there we go.
you can give N advantage on their climb check. Okay, it is Nereus' turn. He will run forward. Attack the hound. I forgot to give him a sword, but that's fine. Claws will do. Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
Hound dead.
Oh,
Just swipes through it on his way past.
Yeah. It's exceptionally brittle after that, so not hard at all. This one's down. Nope. Wrong. Tool. This one rolls initiative. Good. Good to know. Cool. That's Nereus' turn. Gravehound number 2, barking loudly, runs up to assault the vampire spawn. Yep, that'll hit. Nereus needs to make a strength saving throw. Succeeds. Takes 7 piercing damage. N.
Yeah, I am gonna climb the rope.
Okay. Roll an athletics check with advantage.
Yay.
good
I'll
luck.
need it. I'll need
Oh.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
You are.
Ugh.
Willow helps pull you up, and you are up on the wall.
Yeah, that's why I need the rope. That's why I wanted the rope. Because every time I try to climb a rope, I roll a nat 1 on my already
That's
minus
crazy.
1 strength, which is a big fat 0.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Hey,
Thank
well,
you.
Willow
Wheels when I
helps you
try to
up.
think of things.
Oh my god! Yeah, obviously, like plans.
Yeah, I like to plan my approach.
Oh man. No, but yeah, Willow will
Yeah.
help drag you up, pat you on the
Yeah,
shoulder.
I like to imagine
it.
Willow offering a hand and helping pull and
Yeah,
up the
of course.
last little way.
Please, naturally. Yes, of course,
Naturally.
Willow offers you the hand the rest of the way and hoists you up, and then pats your shoulder, and gives a little eye roll. I imagine of like the full head eye roll of like
Yeah.
we
I-
did have a plan, but oh well.
I assume that's my action. I can't like perceive up here immediately.
I'll tell you what you can see is you can see across like the walls up here connecting to the fort are mostly easily traversable. You have actually picked the spot where it's like easiest to walk, as opposed to all the other places which would be mostly difficult
Yeah,
terrain.
something
So
goes
you can
right.
move at so you can move at relatively normal speed.
Mhm.
the top of the fort here is exposed. You might need to do another little climb to get up and inside the walls, because those are standing proud of the outer fortification. And then you'll be able to tell what the situation is when you get there.
Cool.
Luca.
Far away am I? Let's see. Can I stand in the same square as Nereus, or?
You can attack it in a
No.
diagonal, I think, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah?
attack
Yeah.
a diagonal.
Choice. Then I'm over
You're
here.
You're a pawn,
attacking.
Luca.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Great.
Gonna attack with my sword. Does
Nice.
a 26 hit?
Yes, it sure fucking does. How much damage is that? Instant kill.
Nice.
Holy
Damn,
shit.
Luca.
Wow, you really are. You are such a knight. God,
Mm.
stresses me out.
I have to protect my people.
God, you are so much.
You just overhand swing, stab your sword through the Gravehound's skull, pinning it to the ground and just splitting it like a rotting melon.
Wow.
Nice.
Nereus says to you, "We've already sounded the alarm. We might as well go through the front door."
Luca nods.
Well, they're off, and watching
Yeah.
with a hand over their eyes as if they need to shield from the sun.
Yep.
Oh.
It is
Yes,
nighttime,
going-
so
Yeah, no, that's the
Yeah.
joke. That's why.
yeah.
And is making the gesture like they need to see so far, and it's so bright, and everything's going so well.
And our friends are making such a uncharacteristic decision, of course. I feel like Sick and Reyes sabotaged our
Secret Reyes wanted blood.
Front door.
I've made my decision.
I said I was commander. Okay.
No,
Words
he
to
asked.
rats.
I want to say, Nereus
I'm
asked,
joking.
"Am I to be your commander?" And Luca was like, "Yes." And then you two were like, okay, I guess." And
Yeah, well, we're really sticking to our guns now. Shall we, Willow?
Yeah.
You want to investigate this place
Willow
to make
would.
sure there's no traps up here or rats or anything?
Yep. I might send Fish Dog ahead to do a perception
Yes.
checks.
Yes.
Just around this whole. I don't know how far I can go. In one turn.
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. So Fish Dog will do a perception check before
Yes.
I move. That's a little better.
Are you guys going to try and sneak? Because you can still sneak once you are out of line of sight and you are not within line of sight.
I think so.
Of
I would
anything
sneak.
up
Yeah,
here.
I think we're both gonna
okay.
try and remain relatively incognito.
Low-key.
Okay, in
Yeah.
which case, Fish Dog's perception check can give an advantage on stealth by pointing out any loose patches of rubble.
Yay!
Nice.
Ah,
Cool. And we're just aiming for that big square, N?
Yes.
I imagine so. Yep.
Okay, might as well. Since they are going to be approaching the front door, we might as well have
Make
that
ourselves
vantage
ready.
point.
Yes.
Yep. So can I move there, but
Yes.
also
Move
With
yourself
invest-
30 feet.
with do I have to roll stealth and can I roll an investigation?
It's either or.
Is okay.
So either you make the stealth check and move, or you move unstealthily and make the investigation check. It's an action.
Oh. I guess I can investigate once I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can sit still and investigate.
All right. So advantage on stealth. Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
Not a problem. And just
Mm.
seeing how far 30 feet is. Do I have to go around this?
Yes, you do.
10. So to there. Oh wait, no, sorry. 10 and then. Okay. To that corner then.
Yes.
Bring the rope, I guess, because we have to go up a bit more.
Yep.
Yep, Willow would have wound it up quite quickly after.
Since the other two have made a choice.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Suddenly not following plans is not the done thing. As if that hasn't been the modus operandi of 2/3 of this team since day one.
Not
Why are you getting all defensive?
It's
You're
not
the main
about
one that
following
breaks our
plans.
plans.
It's about you are the one who rejected the plan, and it's not about following plans. It's about orders and governments and people in power.
What's happening?
That
Oh, right. I don't understand
and
why
very
you-
much
Own
likes
it.
plans.
Own it.
Now go
Own it,
be a
bro.
good little pawn and fight beside your seeker.
Oh my gosh.
I will. Thank you.
Good.
I'm a good
Have
boy.
fun.
We understand.
Yeah, nobody's.
Why are we fighting?
Yeah.
What's going on?
This is all for fun. I don't care. Like this is very in character for you.
Stays dead.
Oh,
good.
good.
Both the zombie dogs just spraying up and attack Luca after Reyes leaves.
Just like boing.
So, Nereus has rushed into the courtyard and
Shit.
is engaging with the other gravehound that has sprung from its hiding spot. N, you may make a stealth check with advantage as Fishdog helps you navigate the top of the crumbling ruin walls.
Hooray. Nice.
Nice.
Good. You are able to catch up with Willow successfully. And
Excellent.
you are both very hidden. Your stealth checks will hold until something happens.
Nice.
Nice.
Luca,
Yes, sir.
you may move. You can't move through walls, I will say. So,
Gotta
if
go,
you,
like,
yeah, if you hit
Cool way
Q,
then.
you can create a
All right, then I will dash over to my seeker.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's the end of my turn.
Yes. Cool. You're there. The zombies have seen you as well, so they get to roll initiative now too.
Minus
Wow.
0.94%.
Wow. That
That's impressively bad.
Yeah.
does it just die immediately? What happens at that stage?
Dies from
No,
embarrassment.
it's just
Walks away.
really fucking slow.
Goes back into the
It,
ground.
like, runs away from the combat. I'm not involved in this
Literally.
anymore.
That's that SpongeBob gif where he covers himself in the sand and just like disappears into the ground.
You know what? I just saw my dog friend get absolutely annihilated. I think I'm gonna go back to bed.
Can I go home?
No. Good. Willow, your turn. You are able to continue moving.
Okay, I will continue moving and I will do an investigation check at the end of it. So I might go. I want to know what this wall is, like this big area here that they're guarding. Yeah.
Could you point to it?
So I'm like this big thing that these guys are guarding.
That's
Like,
the
important room.
interior of the keep.
Yeah.
So we have
No,
to go
just
up.
like I want to.
Okay.
I want to just investigate like any points of entry, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. You'll need to move up to it. So you are still
Yep.
moving stealthily. So
Okay. Just make sure where I'm going. So doop doop doop. Oh, hello there. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'll go like this way. I messed that up, but I end up around here, I believe.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And can fish dog? Oh, I'll just do an investigation check first.
Yeah.
With normal. Unless fish dog wants to give me advantage.
Yeah. Fishdog can give you the
Yeah.
help action.
Yeah, we're not in a rush at this point, so
You are
You
moving
got
very
it.
quickly.
yeah.
looks like this side is completely covered with like stone and rubble. You would need to move to a different section. Over here might be a better place to find entry.
Yep. Willow will gesture to end that this area is like clear, no entry.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Cool. Dog time. Let's have the Gravehound attack Luca, who has
That's
just
good.
arrived.
Oh man.
Doesn't work.
Goes at his porcelain arm.
Zombie time.
Psych.
How fast are you? Slow.
Yeah.
So that's full dash.
Like I'm sprinting at
Wow.
you.
This zombie just like raises a klaxon call that is very audible.
Well, we've thrown subtlety to the wind, so whatever.
Yeah. Nereus' turn. Oh, he is back up to full health from when he got bitten earlier because he's vampire spawn. So obviously when you are self-healing, you find combat pretty trivial.
Luca forgot that, so...
Yeah, we noticed, Luca.
It's okay, I admire your spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, not that Luca forgot that. Luca didn't know that.
Well, he's seeing it firsthand
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
It's okay, we're all playing to our strengths here, kind of.
So
My strength
Ken,
is my
you are-
strength.
I know, Luca.
I fight for my friends, that's your
Mhm.
vibe.
Yeah. Is it my go?
Yes, your turn, N.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll catch up with Willow.
If you want to get a head start
Yeah.
on analyzing that area.
I don't have to climb up anything to get over here. It's just I'm still walking
No,
on the same
it's
plane.
Still walking.
Yeah.
It's only when you need to get into the darkened square.
Yeah, that
that-
will need climbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might take some careful steps this way and trying to look at the area.
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation check.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes!
You peer over what scraps of rubble you can see, and there at the top of the keep there is a little bit of exposed floorboard where it is crumbling. You can see some little holes, not big enough for you to get through, but big enough for you to see the flicker of torchlight through the darkness.
I'm gonna message that to Willow right away. Or probably awakened mind, because I can't. I've already done my action.
Yes.
So Willow can't respond, but Willow knows.
Yes.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Good job.
Luca.
My beautiful big eyes.
Hey. I
What you do?
am going to stab a zombie duck.
Okay. Attack the Ravehound.
No.
That does hit.
Oh.
Not made of much.
They are not particularly
Robust, like the rats.
no, they okay. And the zombie dog dies for good.
Yay!
Cool. That is your turn. Would you like to move up to the zombie? You still have movement.
Yeah, I think I will. As far as it.
Ooh.
Advancing.
yeah,
Do
close.
you, s-
Pretty close.
do you swat the muck of the dog off as you approach?
Absolutely.
Ooh!
Nice.
Mr. Man.
I have no time.
Cool. Willow.
Oh man, what are we gonna do about this? Okay, so you've seen proof of life in this building now.
Yeah, and possibly within our vision, if we can get in this area.
So
Yeah.
So our goal at present would be to try and get a peeky into what you've just learned.
Yeah, that's what N would
better
want to
look.
do, is try and peek in there. But you're your
Okay.
own shifter, so...
No, we're in this together. So... Okay, I might as well come and, like, wherever you pointed out. So where was it pointed out? Where is the actual...
It's around here.
Can I get there?
I believe so.
Ish?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
just
I'm like
about.
one... Yeah. Whoopsie. Alright, sweet. So, where? Sorry. Around there?
Yeah.
I may as well have
Yes.
investigation there with Fish Dog? Or do I have to
Yeah.
climb?
You will probably... You can either use your movement to just, like, trivially climb over, or make an action to climb into it. You have run out of movement for the moment, though, so kind of the same either way.
Can I just investigate then?
Yes. What are you looking for specifically? What are...
So, and so like floorboards and stuff, I'm trying to get a
Yeah.
look at like what more that I can glean about it.
Okay, so...
Like what's inside, what can I smell, that kind of stuff. What can I hear?
Blood, torch fire. Investigation actually is not you. If what you can physically sense would be perception.
Oh, that's perception.
Investigation is deducing more information from what you can see. What you can see, aside from the flicker of torchlight, so redact what I said earlier. What you see is like the floorboards and some torchlight going through. Anne has told you about this. You can see that there are rotting floorboards currently above the room where this light is coming from. It looks like you could break through with enough force, or just by like physically breaking up the floors.
Okay. So I'm
you could
seeing
get
an
like
entry point.
Yes.
If
So
we body
you
slam
can
it.
you can make yourself a door.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. And passive perception doesn't reveal any of those other details, I assume.
No.
Okay. All right.
Zombie
So-
turns.
Willow will gesture back to N by way of door. I imagine them making a door hand, but then a kinda hand to follow. Floor door.
Noted.
Oops, why does it have advantage? It shouldn't have. Sorry. Redact and reroll. The zombie attacks Luca. Does not hit.
Does
Or
not
rather-
hit.
Pathetically hits. Does no damage.
Luca brushes it off like it's nothing.
Holy shit. Can you guys hear the thunderstorm here?
Yeah,
Yes.
very atmospheric
That's
for the
amazing.
situation.
Yeah.
Cool. Nereus' turn.
Willow disappears from combat, that's why.
Yep. Well, we're almost at intermission.
Already?
About 10 minutes out. Nereus' turn. He approaches the other zombie that is not engaged with Luca and will just go straight for... Actually... Yeah. Straight for the throat.
Nice.
Oof.
Ooh, oh.
Wow,
Oh,
damn.
my gosh.
Okay. -9. Nereus tears a chunk of flesh out of the zombie's neck. Very animalistic, very upsetting. The zombie reels. Obviously, there is no blood to gain from this, but the vampiric hunger still does damage to the creature's rotting flesh. Cool. And your turn.
Yeah, so we could access the floorboards. Like, arguably, we can get at them.
Yes.
If we wanted to, like,
Yes.
break them right now, we could.
Yes.
Not that I think I'm going to do that. I just am
Yes.
curious about what our access options are.
I think you would need to do like a little bit of a climb, so you'd spend your movement basically to get on top of the roof, and then you would be able to access it and start breaking stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we want to get up there.
Yeah.
But En's not the climber of this.
It's not that much of a climb. It's like you scramble up some rubble. It's not a straight wall upwards. It's like you
All right,
hop
so
a
like
fence sort of things, which is why it's like you just take movement rather than needing to make a check. You just move slowly because it's difficult to traverse.
Yeah, I think what En wants to do is like they've seen this one point that indicates like life. They want to like get around that and see if there's any way they can either like look through the floorboards or another place that they can get an actual view of what's going on or listen or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You can spend your movement to get up there. Assume you are in this square. I'm just not revealing it because that's there's no
Secrets.
roof layer.
Yes.
Secrets. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Secret.
Nice.
Okay. You find a gap in the floor and peer down into the room. You see the figures of Baelia and Islay, lit by torchlight, working frantically at a circle on the floor.
No, bro, no.
Oh, I'll report that to Willow with a little bit of an urgent look, a side glance. But I'll keep my eye on them. In the meanwhile,
I think Willow's gonna drop their mask so that the voice is not there too.
Mm-hmm.
Just to help them feel the wind on their skin kind of thing. Just be alert.
Mm-hmm.
But they look a bit like about the idea that they're doing something.
Cool. Luca, your turn.
Zombies. Let's just kill the zombies. Get rid of these zombies. 21.
Ooh, nice hit. Cool. You cut a big gouge out of one of the zombies. It is still standing. These are less frail, but not much of a threat.
Just aggravating.
Yes. Willow, your turn.
Okay, so there's a little. So N has seen through something.
Yes, and basically pressed their
Hmm.
eye to a gap in the floorboards and was looking down on the scene.
Can I do an Arcana check if I check the same thing as N?
Yes.
Like to see what they're doing?
Yes.
Can Fishtalk give? No. Okay, let's do a basic Arcana check.
Some sort of magic circle, some sort of ritual. You don't think it's for necromancy, though. But it's hard to tell because you can't see it clearly. You're basically peeking at it through a gap in the floorboards, and people are moving through it, and it's not complete yet.
Okay. It's not complete yet. So I know that it's not complete, though. Does it look like it's going to be completed soon?
Yes.
Shit. Like how soon?
Let's see.
Can I get any indication of, 16 Arcana?
In 3 rounds.
Oh, shit.
So, If you want to interrupt them,
Yeah, I think N is like starting to prickle like they might, but they're not going to move yet.
I think Willow is going to give N a look. If N looks like they're thinking to disrupt, I might use Fish Dog's turn to interfere.
how?
Can it shoot through the little hole?
No.
Can it cause a ruckus in the roof or some way?
Fish Dog can shoot the roof and try and break through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep in mind, I also
Then-
do have some illusion magic we could try, but
This would
It's just
also
the-
break your stealth, by
Yeah.
the way.
yeah,
Currently, they are not aware that there is somebody on the roof.
yeah. We do have a couple
Is it worth-
options of
So, should Fish Dog then just look? I was sussing out for Fish Dog to look around here to see if there's anything else, but it seems like this is our main attraction.
Hmm.
So, I have no idea what they're actually doing. Could just a hole opens up where this building once was, and we are sucked into it.
I've always wanted that to happen.
congratulations.
You
So
have
n-
your bonus action of Fish Dog doing something.
Yeah, but you don't. So N, it can also announce a reaction.
Yeah, either we take the direct approach or we risk disrupting it indirectly. Cause a distraction that might draw them away or something.
They
but-
are aware of the noise
Yes.
outside and working frantically
Yeah, there is that.
as a result.
So,
Yeah.
and I do have some spells
Um.
that could potentially work as they're within sight of me. However,
Yeah.
to actually get at them any degree of effectively, we will have to break this thing anyway, probably. So, pick your poison.
So
and seems prickly and ready to do something. So,
My hope is okay. This is okay to discuss briefly. Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like my hope is to maybe, if we startle them enough, to flush them out to meet Luca and
go it into
Nereus.
the yard. Yeah.
Yeah, while they're still alive.
At the very least, we can destroy whatever they're working on.
Yeah, and so I think if Willow commits to Fish Dog breaking it, it's kind of our like handshake. We're distracting them now,
Yeah.
but we have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
So I can hold Fish Dog if you think you want to try our less like invasive approach first, because then it won't be like, there's people in the ceiling. But it's like it just depends.
Is Vaelia Italian now?
It
I like your accent.
wasn't even Italian.
It sounded a little Italian.
Okay. I'm trying to think, bro. Wait.
Tush.
Okay. Mamma mia, I'm trying to think. Okay. Do I want to hit it now?
You can
Yeah.
wait one turn,
We have-
see if Luca and Nereus
If they-
get
we wanna
closer to
wait
the
and-
door.
Wait until they get closer. Yeah. And then we do have 3
And then
rounds.
Ambush.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go non-active approach, and then we can just charge in if that's the case and drop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll hold Fish Dog then. And we are silently agreeing then that our next move is basically ambush.
Yeah. More or less.
No. Meh. Never mind. Can Fish Dog, just for flavor, pop up and see how Luca... No, actually, can Fish Dog, like, pop up and see how Nereus and Luca are doing, or sense at all?
They're
over
engaged.
top of this?
Yeah. Fish Dog can fly straight
Oops.
up 30 feet and
Yeah.
see that Luca and Nereus are engaged with the zombies and seem to be doing well.
Okay. So Willow will nod. Like, we are agreed to
Yeah.
whatever's happening.
So, zombie time. Attack on... Which one is this? Luca.
Which one is this? Oh, that hits. 7.
You get punched by a zombie.
Not my favorite experience.
No, it's pretty
No.
gross.
Yeah.
Attack on Nereus. Miss.
Mm.
Nereus' turn. Top of the round. Claws. Hits the zombie. The zombie needs to make a Constitution saving throw for its undead fortitude. 8 plus 5 is 13. It fails. It dies.
Yes.
That one's taken care of. I think.
Luca would gesture for him to go.
Okay, cool. Nereus moves ahead 30 feet. Is approaching the door. And your turn.
Yeah.
Do you want to message Luca and inform him what's happening? Or Nereus?
I guess Nereus is the main one in range.
I think they're both
Are
in
they
range.
both in range? Okay. I guess I can't message both.
Trigonometry, because it's like it message can go over and under things.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm aware of that. I just thought Luca might have been out of range. Yeah, I guess I'll go for Luca since Luca's like my more familiar ally. And tell them Vaguely and Islay are inside. They're just trying to cast some sort of ritual.
Cool. Luca, do you reply in between hacking and slashing?
I'll say,
Punch
thank
guys on
you. That literally just thanks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Luca, your turn.
Just kill this fucking zombie.
Nice hit. It's still standing. Do you want to move around so that you can get closer to the
Yeah.
thing? So yeah, you just circle around basically.
Can I just use all of my movement? Honestly?
You're just gonna go straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cop the hit and go.
Yeah, cop the hit and go.
Okay, cool. Zombie gets attack of opportunity. Let's see if it'll hit.
Oh,
Does hit.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fine.
You get like a wrenching blow.
Yeah.
That bruises you as you break away towards the door.
How rude.
Willow, your turn.
So N didn't end up doing anything to distract them per se.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
And alerted Luca and Nereus.
Is there any way I can basically prepare myself to break the floorboards on a cue?
Yes, you can hold an action to attack the floorboards, basically, or make an athletics check or a tool check. Do you have a crowbar? A crowbar would work very well here.
I do. Can I pass it to Willow?
I don't, so I'd be relying on ends, or I'm just looking at my spells real quick.
You can just take mine. You have more strength than I do.
Yeah.
I think at this stage, Willow's preparing then. To
Okay.
strike. If I can borrow Anne's crowbar,
Yes.
And Fish Dog is also preparing, I think.
Okay.
To zip in.
So you're
after.
holding your action to pry open a hole in the floors.
Yeah. Basically, just enough, even if it's just enough for an Eldritch Blast to just through.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Cool.
risky.
I mean, if you blow up this circle, then the ritual is over.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
That's a thought.
Eldritch Blast doesn't have to be at the person.
Yep.
But as long as we destroy the room, even if we just pour water in, but Eldritch Blast is the water of the fire of the hand.
It's effective.
It's something.
Cool. Final
Just
zombie
started pouring
turn.
at my house.
Yeah, it's
I must say
within
the
range
weather of
of
Adelaide is sorry, really adding to the ambience. You carry on.
Okay. Zombie attacks Luca again.
Gosh.
Miss.
Hey. Nereus will briefly double back and deal with the zombie for you. 'Cause
Thank you,
This
King.
thing is annoying.
Yeah, it's like a buzzing mosquito.
Yeah. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, his attack is
Stays up.
huge.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
The zombie is up on 1 hit point.
Persistent.
Refuses to go down. N.
It's in love with
You
me.
holding an action?
Suppose I am. I think I might just hold a blast because, yeah, I want to destroy that circle.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wait until I get an opening for that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Luca, your turn. You can
Quick.
hit and run.
Yeah, I can hit and
Yeah.
run. Nice.
Yes.
Give me. Nope.
That's a hit. Zombies
Oh.
have very low AC.
Wow.
It does need to make a DC 11 Constitution check. Miss.
No,
It is
she's
dead for good.
down.
Nice.
And if I'm
And you
correct, I can reach that door, baby.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Luca reaches the door.
But I can't do anything yet, right?
No, you have opened the door.
Oh!
Oh.
Just busted
Opening
it open.
doors is a free object
Oh!
interaction.
Okay, cool.
So you can see a second door. Seconds before. Below it is your turn. Luca has arrived at the door and swung it open. Nereus is close behind. The zombies are dead.
I think it's our time
You ready
to
to
shine,
bust in?
I think so.
I'm gonna give Anne
Okay.
a look, double check.
Yep, Anne's hand is
And
like
then-
flickering with sparks and they nod.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've prepared my action. So what do I do now?
So, what's the cue you're waiting for? Or is it
Probably-
just all at once?
Probably that nod. I'm waiting for a gap to blast in
Okay.
that circle. And I'm waiting for Willow
Yeah.
to provide that gap.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the sign is going to be if the floorboard breaks properly,
Okay.
enough for Anne to shove a hand through and just like hit the ground.
Okay. Yep. In that case, Willow, roll athletics check with advantage because you are using a crowbar to pry open the floor, and then Fish Dog will blast whatever debris is not cleared enough away.
Okay, ready, steady.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Cracked it, and
Yes.
then Fish Dog.
Blast it.
Blast it
For
really good.
strike.
Oh, baby.
Try.
Well, it's big enough for Anne to get a hand in there. Roll an attack with disadvantage because you are not looking at your target.
Fair enough.
So we'll see what you hit,
Please don't
if
kill
anything.
anyone.
Do not hit anything of note. But they definitely know that you're here now.
That'll slow him down. Can I pull my hand back out as well?
Yes.
Hi.
Top of the round.
Uh,
I'm just going to quickly take you over to the CG.
Whoa, no.
oh, honey.
it's
No,
fine.
you little shit! Stop!
Knock it off. Stop that. Get some help.
Get some help.
I'm about to be help.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, shite. So we're up top.
Torchlight. Yeah.
Oh.
Luca's about to walk in on this. Torchlight illuminates the figures of Vaelia and Seeker Islay, and the magic circle drawn on the floor between them. Islay is on their knees, holding a bloody dagger, while Vaelia stands with a long iron staff in hand. Vaelia looks up at you and... We've been interrupted. Let's see.
I think, and like tries to tuck themselves back around the corner. So if something just blasts
Mhm.
out through those floorboards, it's not going to blast my arm off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
agree. I'm sort of skirting the wall.
Yeah. Has this trick been used too many times?
Excuse me.
Hmm. I think she'll just take a pot shot at you guys. You have 3/4 clever because you're on the roof. So you add +5 effectively to your AC. And she shoots at disadvantage. Well, that doesn't hit anybody. That also doesn't hit anybody. Vaelia unleashes 2 beams of black, crackling light towards the floorboards.
Does she bust them the rest of the way
Otherwise-
open?
There's definitely enough room for you guys to drop down, if you so
Cool.
chose.
Good to know. Good to know.
Cool. Nereus comes up behind Luca. And stops dead.
Why?
We'll find out. And
Yeah.
your turn.
Good times all around. So I can probably peek in and see now,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes. Looks like there's maybe a 15-foot drop to get into this room.
That's probably gonna damage me, huh? If I
A little
just
bit,
jump
yeah.
down.
You're long range though.
Yes, I'm long
Yeah.
range, so what do I want to do here? Like my mind is going in 3 different directions. Okay, so is the circle is the main component of the ritual that is like a problem.
Yes.
There's no like any other thing that I might be able to target.
The spellcasters.
Yeah, I mean obviously, but like
Other than the enemies, yeah.
yeah, the enemies would do it. And the circle is gonna probably go off next round.
Quite possibly.
Right.
They do have to cast the spell, which will take an action, so.
Yeah. Ah, fuck it. You know what? I think I'm gonna hex Vaelia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and I would
Please.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Please describe Hex.
So, yeah, and is gonna peek around and like get line of sight with Vaelia, and then they charge up their hands with the purple energy, clap them together, and make a tear. And Vaelia is gonna feel like probably the slight effects of that. And I would like her to have disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Okay, wisdom checks is perception check and stuff like that.
It says ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Yes.
So perception? Maybe intelligence then?
Yes.
I thought it was just all checks that involved wisdom.
Yeah, ability check as opposed to attack rolls or saving throws.
Yeah.
So anything
fine.
that would use a skill that uses wisdom is what that is.
Yeah. What else is on wisdom? Maybe intelligence then. Let's make her less intelligent.
Okay. Cool.
Then
So
I'll
she
tuck
has-
back behind my hiding place.
Okay. Cool. Luca, you charge forward.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
How far is that?
You can get in.
Yeah. Can I get in? Like, can I just
Yes.
bust through? Hell
Yes. Cool. You're in. And in
I'm
Willow, you
in.
can see Luca break in.
Nice.
Luca, would you like to do anything?
I would like to tell Bailey to stop and that we're taking her in.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Make an intimidation check.
Hey,
Ooh.
24.
Okay. See how this goes. Willow, your turn.
If I do a check that is like checking what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
that's my whole turn, yeah?
You can tell Fish Dog to do something. In addition to that.
Okay. Is that as important as making sure it doesn't happen, though? Probably not.
Yeah.
We can always
forgot
look
that
at it
that's
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's more like in case this is a self-destruct spell and we all need to clear the area, but I don't think it's that.
I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of spell it is if it just doesn't go off.
Yeah, exactly. My magic missile doesn't do... A question, how... Magic missile doesn't immediately kill people, yeah?
No. Unless they have very few hit points.
Islay looks very few hit pointy.
Islay looks about equal to N.
So very few hit pointy.
So
Thanks.
unless I hit them with, you know, a sword, a few magic missiles shouldn't do more than just deter them, yeah?
You can try.
All I'm trying to say is these aren't fatal hits, yeah?
Yes, these are not fatal hits.
Okay, then I think interruption is my main goal at the moment.
Cool.
And magic missile always hits, so I will try 2 to Vaelia and 1 to Islay.
Okay.
It's like a warning hit with Islay, like
Yeah.
a drop that knife right now.
Yeah.
So let's hit it.
Okay, so first 2 to Vaelia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, -7. -2. They both need to roll concentration checks. Do Islay
Oh.
first.
Good.
Oops. That's successful. And sorry,
when.
That also shouldn't have been a disadvantage. I'll take the 16. Both of those are successful. They are still concentrating on the
Bastard.
spell. That's what you get for very little damage. Seeker Islay looks up and says, "Stay back!" And they will cast, let's say, Bane.
A.
Okay.
So, N,
Oh.
Willow, and Luca all make charisma saving throws.
Oh no.
Good luck, Willer.
Oh my.
Oh, wow. Willer.
Oh my god.
Well, Luca succeeds, and N succeeds. So, Willow, you are baned.
What does that mean?
Whenever you make a attack roll or saving throw, you must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from that attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, well, you've been exhausted before. I'm sure you can manage this.
I have. I also didn't make Fish Dog make an action, I just realized before.
Yes? You
I
can
missed
add it
Never
now.
mind. Can I?
Yeah,
You have a wonderful
you can
DM.
try.
Okay.
Fish Dog
I
was
want-
just slow.
Yeah, then I want Fish Dog to. I hate that I held my punches on freaking Islay and then Islay hit me. Can I send Fish Dog to just give a little force strike to Islay? I don't know if it's foresight making this bitterness happen, but
Miss.
damn it,
Cool.
still floating around Islay. Oh, I should have perceived. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Ugh.
Cool. Vaelia's turn. She steps into the circle, looks up, and mutters an arcane incantation. And she will cast Wall of Fire on the roof.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Not this again.
So, you two are now blocked from the opening and surrounded in part by a jagged wall of fire. Both of you make dexterity saving throws, and Willow, subtract a d4 from yours. Oh, good.
No.
So I take the full brunt of that damage, right?
Yes, you do.
I'm dead.
You're on
What?
0.
Oh,
I'm on 0.
what? Oh.
okay. So I got 19.
So you take half.
I take half damage. How? Okay,
Yes.
and that is how many?
Half of 26. 13. Yeah.
Shit. Oh my
Vaelia
God.
basically sent like a scattered line of like zigzagging fire that is now blocking you in this enclosed space on the roof. The room is
And-
burning actively above her as she steps in front. Islay is standing in front of Luca, sort of holding the knife between them, him, and Islay behind. Him, and Vaelia behind Islay.
Yeah, and N got hit with so the flash of fire hit N like full frontal and they collapsed. So Willow just saw
Yeah.
N go down.
Yes.
And they're not moving anymore.
Cool.
Okay.
Nereus.
Hell, could I have used my
Yes.
shield just then? For myself?
No, because
No?
shield does attacks, not area of effect.
Okay, thank you. Wow,
Nereus is
that's
standing at the door, unable to move inwards. It is like there is an
Invite him.
invisible war.
Invite him,
wall.
Luca.
Invite me, Luca.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
No? Okay, I don't know.
It's like there is an invisible wall between him
Can
and
he smell
the
my
threshold.
freshly crispy corpse and maybe come on around?
Let's see.
Yes!
Yes!
Nereus will climb up, so he is now on the roof, but he cannot reach you because there is a wall of fire in between.
Yeah.
I will say Willow and you are close enough to be within touching distance.
Yep.
And-
No, yeah.
Roll a death saving throw.
Yeah! Literally,
You're gonna have a scar when you wake up after this.
fantastic.
We have
That's a
matching
success,
success.
barely. Matching fire scars, isn't that lovely?
Yeah. Friendship.
Luca, your turn. You can hear, see, smell the fire that is consuming the roof of this building. You heard Ed cry out and fall. Willow is also in pain.
If I
I should have used absorb elements. I just realized. Oh. Carry on.
if I what is the spell circle made out of? have
It
they
is
used?
drawings on the floor.
Yeah, what have they used?
It looks like a combination of chalk and blood. Soot,
If
maybe.
If I disrupt the circle, does that disrupt the spell?
You don't know.
Even though I've done rituals with Secret Elsa, I don't know.
You've never done one like this.
Ah, Can I make an educated guess that Secret Islay probably isn't strong enough to cast whatever this is?
You can make that assumption, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go over and attack Veelia.
Okay.
So, Secret Islay probably gets like an attack of opportunity if they
Yes.
wish.
I don't know if they get an attack of opportunity. This is something else. But they will be in range of you. Cool.
And
so you
I
approach
will-
Veelia and attack her.
Yep. 23.
Yeah, that's a hit. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw. She fails. The wall of fire dissipates.
Still dead, but
At least you're no longer taking active damage.
that helps.
Yeah.
Cool. You stab her, just like a straight one-handed stab as you get in.
Yep. Nice and close.
You're not saying anything?
Not to her.
Okay. Saying anything to Islay?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him, what are they doing? Ask them, what are they doing?
Cool. Willow, your turn. Anne is unconscious, making death saving throws. You can tell they are in a bad way. They got badly burned. If you use Cure Wounds on them right now, they will come up and not need to make any more death saving throws. Mim, you're muted.
That makes so much sense. I was like, why are you saying the thing that I'm saying currently? I literally said, oh, you just said my turn for me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was muted. Hi, everyone. So, Willow immediately goes over to N.
Okay.
And will, like, kneel by them, I think seeing that they are in
Yeah.
a very bad way, if not
Yeah.
unconscious
They are
and
unconscious, literally.
and burnt.
Yeah.
The fire knocked
Yeah.
them out.
Where are they
They're
burnt?
literally everywhere.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they took like the
Um,
brunt of it.
Is, God, are they currently still on fire?
No.
No.
The fire is out now.
Okay. I just mean like, oh my god, that's such a sad image. Okay. I imagine one of the burns to be on N's face.
Mm-hmm.
Willow's going to use their cure wounds, but on N's face, like
Okay.
sort of hold their hand on their cheek.
Yeah. Roll for Cure Wounds.
Level 1 spell.
Yep. Nice.
Damn.
Dang.
Thank
Maximum
you.
healing.
Aw.
Yeah. Maximum stress.
Yeah, fair.
And you come to with Willow's hand on your cheek, having brought you back from the brink of death.
Yeah.
Islay's turn. They will cry out, Lady Velia! And will cast a spell on Luca.
Oh, sh-
Need to make a ranged spell attack. Why is this thing not attack, please?
Oh, I forgot to make fish talk to the turn again.
You can do that.
That's Luca, is that a hit on you? 18? Does that hit your armor class?
Yes. My class is
Good.
18.
Yes, then meet it to beat it.
Yeah.
Cool. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. So you are now afflicted by enfeeblement. Cool. And Vaelia will try and shove you out, or rather, Islay will try and shove you out. So make a contested strength check. You have disadvantage.
How strong can this wet noodle be?
Not
literally
very.
can't fail this, right? Because my
Yeah.
modifier is 4. So
Wow. Good
yeah,
thing,
ooh,
too.
good.
Cool. Vaelia's turn. She needs to make a spellcasting check. Her spellcasting ability is Wisdom. Not quite good enough. The spell does not go off yet. But what she will do is cast Command on Luca.
Great. She's gonna get it fucking before me. I hate this game. I detest this game.
You know, she hasn't won yet.
I am not the best.
Make a Wisdom saving throw. Her command is flee. And you resist it.
Yeah! I knew you could do it like that.
Yes! Oh! Oh my gosh.
Nah, bitch. I'm here on a mission.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Oh, wait, it just
cool.
washes over you, Luca.
Yeah, and the glare you give her as you stare her down.
Yes.
In spite of it.
Nose. Yes.
Sorry,
Not
that
a
was an
chance.
accident.
Okay.
Reflex. You know when you kick
Sorry,
someone, when you
sorry,
tap
sorry.
someone's knee and it goes off?
Mhm.
You tapped Luca's brain and his smite went off.
Hey, I
Okay.
forgot to make Fish Dog do a turn. Can I make Fish Dog try another 4 strike at his like? Oh.
No, you got one freebie.
Okay. Thank you.
You were too focused on N.
Yeah.
Eh.
Nereus approaches the two of you and says, I cannot get through, I've been barred!
Then how do we fix it?
Dunno. And your turn.
Oh. good.
Yeah.
Just hearing noise.
And in your tender embrace, eyes flickering open and they seem confused for a moment. If not very stressed out as they kind of reclimatize to the situation. I
Will wave over your eyes and sort of like make sure that you see their face.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And does see your face. N is upset. I think can N like blast into the room still from here?
Yeah, you can get up and make your attack.
From the ground.
Something
It's
like
not that much movement to stand. I mean, it's like it's
Yeah,
half your movement
I'm
to
not running.
get up, but like you are not very far away from the hole. So
Yeah, so I think a expression of kind of rage fills N's face. They seize Willow's shoulder and use it to pull themselves up.
yeah. Also, because you fell unconscious, Hex is no longer on
Yeah,
Vaelia.
don't worry about that.
This is for my record keeping as well.
Yes. They seize Willow's shoulder and stand up, and yeah, they're gonna go for Vaelia with a
Cool.
Eldritch Blast,
Roll to attack.
almost reflexively.
Does not hit. She sidesteps the blast as you aim
Hits Luca
down
in the
from
face.
above. No,
Yeah.
it hits the floor.
Yeah, can I go back
Luca.
behind cover as well?
Nope, that you're there. That's as much movement as you have.
Me, I'm going to attack her again with my sword.
Cool.
19 hit?
It sure does. I just want
And-
to double check a thing. So you deal half damage.
And can I also cast Thunderous Smite on this one?
Yes.
Yeah. So the enfeeblement only works on the attack of strength?
The sword, yes.
Yeah.
It's only the strength. So you only deal 3 damage instead of 6. And Vaelia needs to make a strength saving throw. What does Thunderous Smite do? Oh.
Okay. So here, let me post it for you.
Pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
And knocked
Good.
prone. Yeah.
Good.
Get
And
her out
she
of- get her out of
failed that.
circle.
Failed that horribly.
Cool. She's pushed back 10 feet as you hit her with the Thunderous Smite. She staggers and is prone at the moment, which means that any attacks from the roof have disadvantage now.
And the moment the blade strikes her, her mind is like filled with the sounds of battle and screaming and
Yeah.
death and dying. And that is the sound of Luca's Thunderous Smite.
Yeah, everybody hears that because it is audible within 300 feet of you.
Ah, so everyone
Oh
can
my
hear
gosh.
wartime.
You hear the Ares. Rah!
Yeah.
You hear
From
women and
enemies.
children and soldiers and
Oh.
horses all screaming and being murdered. And you can hear the crackle of flames as bodies are burnt.
Cool.
And it is overwhelming
Yeah.
to everyone except Luca.
Cool. Willow, your turn.
Hi, that's scary.
Mhm.
That's very scary. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's a lot. So Willow was thinking of healing themselves because we're at such low health at the moment. But then the opportunity for Vaelia, she's right there and she's prone, yeah? Ugh. I think I would. I'm going to ask Zeke. That sound freaks me out a lot. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Would you like to make a
It-
wisdom saving throw?
I don't want
That's a
to, but
little
I feel remiss not to.
Yeah. It is in character for you. Also, you have Bane, so minus 1d4 from that.
A wisdom save.
Yes, please.
Fuck. Okay,
Ooh.
that's okay.
Hey,
That's okay.
Hey.
And then
I
a
think
minus of
even...
D4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
You're
I-
safe.
you're
You're
good.
safe. Like, you're freaked out, but, like,
Yeah.
it's just noise.
N is standing
you know,
there
it
in
was
front of you.
You know where it came from.
Yeah. Cool. I think in that case, then Willow's going to tap on their own chest and heal themselves
Okay.
a bit.
Good.
So, final spell slots. Not great, but
Yeah.
it'll have to do.
Yeah. Would you like to make Fish Dog do something?
Thank you for asking. I think Fish Dog can go and attack Vaelia.
Okay. Roll to attack Vaelia.
Hey.
You have disadvantage because she is prone. And it's a ranged
Advantage.
attack.
Disadvantage?
Dis.
She's harder to hit because she's on the ground. And you're like stabbing down at her, so. Hey!
Still.
Still hits. 3 damage. Good.
Good boy.
Cool.
And I got 10 health back.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Islay's turn.
Sorry, quick thing with N. I think Willow's going to hold N's arm, by the way. Like, sort of lean into their line of sight as well. Like, they just settled down from something that threatened to take their mind away from this situation. They're trying to make sure that N is still in
Yeah.
this situation.
And is glaring down at the arrangement below them. They've definitely got kind of
cool.
a bit of a frantic, but not unfocused. They seem to know where they are. They're just a bigger fire, so to speak. Bad choice of words has been lit under their ass now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Islay is desperately going to attack Luca. They summon a dagger of blood that is like,
Ooh.
honestly, the size of a sword, but it's
Whoa.
proportioned like a dagger, that hovers menacingly and will attack Luca.
No.
Miss. You bat it away with your shield, and Islay will also toll the dead.
Ugh.
So, Luca, make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 13.
Oh!
Ah.
You fail. In which case, because you are already under hit points, you hear a sonorous bell drawing you closer to death. You suffer
Uh-oh.
19 damage.
19!
Yes, as your spirit is drained from you. Vaelia stands up, calmly walks towards you, Luca. Places a hand on your chest and one on Islay and says, "Useless tools have no place at my side." Islay suddenly drops
Oh.
to 0 because of reasons. Luca, you also take 9 damage
That drops
And
me
drop.
to 0.
to 0.
Oh my god.
The two of you fall at the slightest push outside of the circle. And Vaelia is left standing alone. Nereus is desperately trying to get in, but can't do anything. He is useless here. And your turn.
Yeah, well, that's a good time. Islay is down. Luca is down. Nereus can't get in. Yeah, so I'm going to catch fire. Armor of Ignis.
Hell yeah.
I ignite.
Would you like to move?
And yeah, I guess it's a 15-foot drop, so
Do you want to drop on top of Vaelia?
can I do that? Can I drop on
You
top?
can!
Oh,
You can!
And you
The
should.
damage will be split between you and her.
yeah, then okay.
Oh my god!
I get
Okay, guys,
10.
go.
I get 10
Go, wait.
extra hit points with that.
Okay.
And
She needs to make a dexterity
yeah,
saving
I'm gonna
throw.
jump down on the bitch
Yeah. Get down on it.
like a wild cat. I'm just gonna leap down.
like a lizard. Yeah.
Hold on while I quickly look up.
The rules.
The rules for dropping
Drop
down on a
attacks.
bitch.
Yes, falling.
And unfortunately, I think that means that N slips out of Willow's grasp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you roll a dexterity saving throw, and Vaelia will roll a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
and I will roll a d6 for damage. Okay, well, you definitely land on top of her. She does not avoid
incredibly haphazardly, but
You are both prone,
Oh my god.
and you each take 3 damage.
nice. Okay.
And because you take 3 damage, I think you get to roll your Ignis
Yes.
damage.
Yes, I was hoping so.
Yes!
So she takes 5 damage automatically.
Oh, nice, good.
Yeah.
And she is slightly on fire.
Nice.
Cool.
Payback, bitch. Instead,
Yes.
peeling themselves off the floor.
Yeah, and you are flat on top of her, like you have literally bodied her.
Yeah. On fire. I am the fireball now, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Luca, please roll a death saving throw.
Yay!
Oh.
Fail!
This keeps happening!
Willow, your turn. Anne has just dropped like a fireball onto.
Out
You
of
are
my
standing
grasp
on the
of
roof.
the way. I am the only one out of this room,
Yeah.
and I'm with Seeker Nereus, and he is
Yes.
blocked. Can I
Yes.
talking is a free action? Yeah.
For the given value of vine is a free action. Yes.
You can fit a lot into a vine.
You have 6
No,
seconds.
'cause- Okay, Willow. Let me think.
Drop my pen.
Willow is going to ask Seeker Nereus, does you getting into this room depend on her being alive?
There is some sort of spell blocking me. I cannot enter.
Because of her? Because of the room? I can try and
Presumably.
do away with it. Well then, let's deal with her then. And then Willow is going to, from that same gesture, lightning launch. Can I
Yeah.
lightning launch without any spell slots?
Yes, because it is a
Yeah,
weapon.
Okay. Yeah, can I make Fishtail give me advantage on my aim?
Sure. So it's a flat roll.
Oh, because I was disadvantaged? Still?
Yes. Because she's flat on the floor under N.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, either way, I'll give it a go.
That is a hit.
Oh.
Yes! Willow's, like, the gesture comes when they are responding to Nereus, like, getting tired of him basically carrying on without being useful. And in the same gesture, like, fires down easy with one arm and hits her.
Okay, cool. So she's still maintaining concentration. Yep, that's your turn. But you did take the damage.
Good.
I'm rolling a death saving throw for Islay.
No.
Fail. Veelia is going to shove N and also make a vampiric touch attack on you.
Bro, is she a vampire?
No, this is a spell.
Oh.
Nah.
18.
Oh.
No, that's a hit on my
That's a hit.
armor class.
Yeah.
Even your
Take
Ignis one?
Yeah. Does she...
She does take damage.
Nice. So she takes
She's
another
not able to
automatic.
push you out.
She takes another automatic.
She recovers. How much is? Let me just double check. You regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt, which is 5.
Which gets immediately burnt out of her.
Okay, because of the
Yeah.
spell. Okay, so she
Nope.
tries to shove you out. You know, technically you could roll lower than this, so can you please contest the strength roll?
Is that a saving throw or what?
It's just a check.
Okay.
If they both crit.
It's the saddest, wettest fight of 2 itty baby spellcasters. She manages to just barely shove you out of the circle.
I am a wet kitten. So,
Like, you dropped on her, you
Slightly
attacked
bigger
her,
wet kitten.
but she has just enough force to shove you out and slam her stuff into the ground. This is a reaction that she's been holding for a while
No.
now.
Oh.
There is a burst
Oh.
of black-edged red light and Vaelia vanishes.
Damn it!
Gosh.
She is out of combat. So is everybody else.
All right. Well, can I start moving? Can I get up and start
Yes,
doing
you can.
shit? I'm gonna march over to Luca. I'm gonna use Spare the Dying on him. Just like
Yes.
you know, like what are they called? The shocks you apply to people's chests.
Yes.
I think Ed's just going to
Defibrillator.
yeah, defibrillator.
Yeah.
Just quickly apply that to Luca, and then they're going to even more angrily march over to Islay and apply the same magic to them. But at the in
Okay.
the same breath, I'm going to tie Islay up. As I am healing
Okay.
them, I'm going to grab their arms, wrench them behind
Yeah.
their back, and not.
Okay, cool.
Spare the Dying gets me to 1 hit point, right?
Nope,
You're
it gets you stable at 0.
You're not up yet.
You're just unconscious. Roll a d4, and that's how many hours you'll wake up in without extra healing.
Wow.
Great.
You are unconscious for the next 3 hours. I will roll one for Islay as well.
Oh, good. They can wake up and be.
Interrogated.
Interrogated.
Before you come here.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm gonna sit and recharge my spells, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen between us. I am glaring Islay down, cross-legged, and I'm recharging.
I'm also going to look at Nereus at this stage and, like, Willow does. I yell "damn it" out loud. Willow does such a visible, God fucking damn it, like with their body language alone, and then looks at
Yeah.
Nereus like, and then like nods their head at the room, like, "Can you get in now?"
No,
It's a bit of an aggravated. Still can't.
still can't.
Well, then Willow is going to go in then.
You climb
Drop down.
down. Yeah. Do you drop down or do you climb down?
I guess I should climb down.
Make an athletics check.
Wow.
Successfully climb down safely.
Yeah.
Luca is breathing stably. There's like a touch of like darkness at the veins on his neck. You can just barely see. He looks ashy, like
Hmm.
he fainted.
No.
Yeah. Quick question. But N has stabilized him, and I saw N
Yeah.
stabilize both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have no spell slots left. Can I still cast a ritual?
Yes.
I'm going to start casting Identify.
Okay.
Very
What are you identifying?
this freaking circle. I can take some
Okay.
guesses,
Yeah.
but I would like to know specifics. Can I roll an Arcana check while about the spell that's keeping Nereus out?
Yes.
Not like it's overly helpful now.
You can't find where the spell has been cast. You can't find any runes or anchor for it. So you're struggling to do that. But you cast Identify, and the spell, which you managed to identify just as the actual runes and stuff starts to fade as it expires, was a rune of Teleportation Circle. Vaelia probably transported somewhere very far away and safe. If you want to, you can roll an intelligence check right now, like either Arcana or Investigation, to copy down the glyph that will give you basically the address for where she teleported.
Can Fishdoll give me any advantage on this? And am I still baned?
Yes. Bane has stopped as soon as Islay went
Just
unconscious.
lay down.
Okay, so Investigation or Arcana?
Yeah.
Both are the same to me, so I just think it'd be Investigation.
Okay. You get most of the rune down before it fades completely. You have like, I want to say 80% of it.
Yep.
So you have a pretty good guess that what the address is.
And is there anything about a teleportation circle's a common knowledge thing, or should I be?
Now that you have seen it, this is like having a private jet in terms of
Is
like
it
Accessibility.
accessibility and technology.
Is there are there books with this in it that I could go
Yes.
to, or should I be jotting this down now?
There are books with this in it. This is a technology that House Orion has for like high priority
Beckett's and whatnot.
like deliveries or couriers. The exorbitantly wealthy can afford to teleport. So this is the kind of thing of like, if you need to evacuate, say, the royal family of Ondair, they would go to a teleportation circle that would take them somewhere safe.
God,
There
I wish I
is
took everything.
Yeah.
Damn it! I should have lightning lured her out. Just all of the information
Yeah.
that's like, now that the thrill of battle is gone, I'm like, damn it! Obviously, take her out of the circle. But can't be blamed. We didn't know what was going on. Ugh.
Nereus is like prowling outside of the fort like an angry cat.
Well,
So many cats around here.
I'm sitting in front of Isley and I'm just waiting for them to wake up.
Willow, would you like to take a short rest? Roll some hit dice.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
God, yeah, I'll take a short
Recover
rest so that I
11.
can check. Well, look, at this stage, maybe it's best that Nereus is kept out. So
Maybe so.
Yeah.
can I just click the short rest button as well?
I think so.
That restores things that are supposed to be restored on a short rest, if you have any.
Yes. So you roll hit dice, click on the hit dice button. Recover 7 hit points.
Cool. None of my spell slots, so I'll just hit short rest and see what. And I think Willow's not going to bother asking anything of N, and they can't do anything to help Luca. And
You could do a medicine check.
yes, actually, good point. To see what kind of. All right, I will go over to Luca.
Medicine check either to like bring him up to 1 hit point sooner, or to identify what happened to him.
I'm gonna identify what happened to him.
Okay. You could
First
also
and
use
foremost.
identify for that because it
Oh!
will count as a spell.
Then I'll just do that then.
Yeah, ritual cost identify.
Again.
Yeah.
Do I have to hit it?
Yes, please, just so I can see what the description is.
I'm going to touch the blackened marks around his neck.
Yeah. Those are the after effects of the spell Vampiric Touch. I'll just quickly. It allows a spellcaster to siphon life force from others to heal themselves.
Right.
If you would like to... Both Luca and Islay were hit by that same spell. If you would like to make an additional medicine check to see why Islay went down so much faster.
I will. All the while, N is just sitting there with the energy of sharpening their knife while staring at Islay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
Yep. And
Yeah.
just a cross-leg arrow dagger eyes.
You can get a slightly better look at the sort of blackened veins that have been that are extending out from Islay's chest. You don't know why it hit them harder exactly, just that they seem especially susceptible to her magic for some reason.
think
When's this
Willow's
fucker
like
waking up?
You
What's
think
Willow
Willow's?
doing?
Say again?
What's Willow doing?
I think the second medicine check I would have been around Islay a
Yeah.
little. And sort of keeping it's like a sideways eye on N. So what am I doing? I'm just what do you mean? Sorry. What like
You said you were gonna do
You
something.
started to say something.
oh right. No, I think just the thought of what could be different with Islay registers to Willow as like a sideways glance up at Nereus. If not something to do with Nereus, then like Nereus would know, but that's not important probably at the moment. Maybe as long as I don't know. I'm also thinking like if Islay wakes up and chucks a freaking Dragovich, then we have another problem on our hands.
That's why I
But
tied his
I
hands
think-
tied their hands behind their back this time. They're up
Yeah,
against the
and
wall,
honestly,
and N is an inch away from them.
Part of why Willow's not waking Luca up yet is because of N's vibes.
Okay. You sit, you rest, you bandage what wounds you have. And what scar do you have now from the fire?
Well, it hit me straight on, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You could have burn marks from where any metal was touching you, or
yeah, no, my first thought
just a
is
general-
my first thought is a tiny burn scar around where my rings are.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
On my chest.
yeah.
Oh.
But I don't even feel that right now.
No. Willow brought me back, so
Willow did bring me back. I know that much. And has never
I
looked
think-
like glazed-eyed. They never looked like they don't know where they are or what's happening. They just look enraged. But very focused.
Yeah, and Willow has a similar look towards the back of your head. Like, I think Willow's just watching you and watching Luca. Is there anything about Luca that I can help mend without waking him? Just so he's in a state of more like resting rather than unconscious,
Yeah.
like dying. But I think that he's
you
level,
can
yeah?
you can roll him over into the recovery position and like make sure he's pillowed and like make sure that any cuts or scrapes from the previous combats are tended to.
I'll do that part so that
Okay.
when he does come to, it's comfortable
Yeah.
and something to keep me busy while N is glaring
Yeah.
and resting.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to wake me up?
Spare you the disappointment for a few hours.
Don't put words in Willow's mouth. They have schemes.
I think it's pretty
Anyway.
obvious. So,
Not to me.
So
uh,
you rest.
yeah, I think when Islay starts to stir like they're going to wake up,
Yeah.
and is going to
Yeah.
cast Detect Thoughts at that point before they fully,
Okay.
as they come to. And I think it's no
Yeah.
secret who they're detecting thoughts for.
Yeah. Are you diving deep or just surface?
I can like cast it and then dive deep within the same spell a little bit later, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to start surface level, but it's not going to stay that way.
Okay, so you hear confusion, disappointment, fear. Islay starts awake, struggles, looks around the room.
Rise and shine. And going to slap the side of their face a little bit.
They flinch.
Hey, so is this who you want to be? Is this how you improve yourself? By becoming a murderer?
Islay
Veelia.
is speechless.
Veelia killed you. Isn't that your worst fear? To die? Well, you almost did. If not for me, I saved your life after you killed my friend. So if you want to have hope of making up for that, tell me what the fuck is going on here.
I think Islay just straight up starts crying.
Fine. Then I'm gonna dig into his head deeper, or their head deeper.
They like weep and shudder, and it's like it's just endless misery, self-pity. You dig into their head.
Are they even? Do they even have the faculties to resist me right now?
Well, we'll find out.
Nope.
No. So, you draw out the memory of Islay trying to flee Regalport, being caught by Vaelia, who, with honeyed words, forgave them for their transgression, for not being aware of the plan, and persuading them to help her escape.
Where?
With the promise...
Keep going.
With the promise that if they just helped her, if they just joined her cause, joined the Emerald Claw, they would find reward and safety under Lady Ilmarrow. The safety and death would be within their grasp. You also draw out the memory of Vaelia creating a magic tattoo on Islay. Islay being truly paranoid, fearful of Seeker wrath, of realizing that they have gone past the point of return. You make an Arcana check. There's something weird going on here, but you don't know what is.
Islay still has the tattoo.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I think it would be on the back of their neck.
All right, I'm gonna snap my fingers at Willow and point at the back of their neck. Examine it.
Did Anne just say that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't suppose there's anything that Islay knows about where Vaelia is going, what she plans to do with the artifacts, and I doubt it, but off chance that she ever mentioned anything about the staff at the auction house.
Nothing about the staff, I'm afraid. Islay doesn't know that.
Didn't expect her.
Where she's going, probably back to Farlnan. That's as good as you can get. That is where the Castle Ilmarrow is. As for the items, I'm just gonna do a little fortune roll.
Favorite.
Okay. So, the items, the ritual items of the Cabalrin. Vaelia is planning to hand them over to other agents who will take them to Zendrick to try and activate rituals of Cabalrin origin in that area.
Was that ancient elf?
They seem
Or-
ancient elves, yes.
Yeah.
They were specifically ancient elves that had started the practice of necromancy.
Mhm.
So think early Bronze Age level technology, but for spellcraft. And sometimes stuff from that old still survives and works, just as intended.
Were they the ones from whom the Blood of Vol faith kind of descended?
Hard to say.
Okay.
It's so long ago that it's kind of like it's hard to trace that far back.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything more on that, or may I?
But basically, with that dig into Islay's mind, you can tell that the ritual objects that Baelia stole aren't going to be dangerous immediately. They are just one piece of a much bigger plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that the Emerald Claw has interests in Zendrick.
Oh, fun.
That's as much as Islay knows. But yes, Willow, you may cast Identify on the tattoo on the back of Islay's neck.
I might first do. First of all, when N snapped at me, Willow gives like a little flinch, and I think when they, not a scared flinch, like a lip twitch kind of flinch, but they'll proceed over. They give Islay. Is Islay like conscious enough
Yes,
in the
they're-
face? Like,
They
will they
are
notice Willow
conscious.
approaching?
Yeah. I think they're just like sad and scared. And
Yeah.
kind of hasn't been listening to them, but after weeping for a while, they're just muttering like gibberish apologies and regrets.
Yeah, I think Willow does. They temper that little annoyed flinch, and then as they kind of come into the light, they'll give Islay like a smile. I don't think it's gonna do much. It's not really even a comforting smile. It's just like a hi, friendly. Anyway, and then be quite gentle when they first like they sort of tip Islay's head forward.
Yeah. Islay flinches, but they don't resist.
Yeah, it's very like in Willow's being very gentle-handed, like the hands in Islay's hair, and the other one's like sort of pulling the collar. And then I'll do an Arcana check first.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay. So, did N describe what happened to Dragovich? To Willow?
Oh,
Probably just insofar as, like, he tore his skin with his teeth and there was a black mark there, but even N didn't examine it at the time, so.
Okay, well, there's a
Vaguely.
black mark here. A crude, tattooed, magical sigil of some kind that, on a 20, you would know this is like... It bears some mechanical similarity to the way that the workings of an elemental engine are attached to the rest of the ship. If you would like to cast Identify in addition as a ritual while you do this,
I will.
what you get is that this was essentially like a direct conduit of power from Islay to Vaelia. When Vaelia cast Vampiric Touch, she not only drained life force from Islay, but also magical energy to fuel that teleportation circle. And Islay is in a seriously bad way. They are suffering multiple levels of exhaustion. If N hadn't stepped in, they were dead. Almost certainly be dead. For good.
Is this a current threat to their health?
Not anymore.
Not for as long as she's not here.
Yeah. She has disappeared far enough away that this is no longer a threat. It's already done its damage, you know? It's like pulling the lighting the fuse on a firework, you know. Islay is almost burnt out completely, but just still hanging on.
Yeah.
Is
How
that
does
something
Islay
that can be removed?
Yeah,
Quite
that was my next
possibly
question,
quite possibly with magical treatment, but you wouldn't know how to begin with that. This
How
is
does Islay
something.
react? Sorry.
Yeah. It would be a complicated procedure. Basically, this would require some expert
Right.
work.
How does Islay react to Fish Dog floating closer?
I think they are just. They are slowly becoming less aware of their surroundings because they are just broken
Yeah.
in spirit.
I think N is done at that point.
Yeah.
I've dug out of them as much as I can.
Yeah. Islay is like haltingly trying to convey the information that N has already learned via mind reading.
So N is gonna stand up and go over to Luca, and can I make a medicine check?
Yeah.
You do that while I think Willow's going to, like, Fish Dog will float over and sort of rest near Islay.
Yeah.
And then Willow's probably going to sort of try and sit, like, kneel in front of them and try and catch their eye, because I feel like they're, like, fading.
I think, like, you try and look at Luca and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Seeing Luca unconscious, seeing the black marks at his neck, knowing what Vaelia nearly did to him, you can't do this. Your hands are shaking too much. You're too angry and too scared. You don't even begin to try medicine check because you feel like you will just make everything worse.
Yeah. I always fucking do.
Is Islay following my eyes at all? Like, not my eyes, my face at all when I
You
am in front of them?
you can get their attention, but they are like they like only briefly make eye contact and then like drop their eyes again to like they've been scalded and just keep muttering, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. It's all my fault.
N's breathing is getting heavier hearing the whimpers. They're just seething and they are trying so hard not to lash out at Islay right now. They're ripping their knees so tight it might as well be piercing their skin if they didn't have the material of their pants in the way. And probably Willow's ears can catch the way that N's aggravation is just bubbling into the way they're breathing.
Yeah, you hear the creak of leather under tension.
I think with a little sideways flick of their hand, Fish Dog is going to fly over to N, do a little loop, and then, like, sort of the same way that Willow is tilting their head at Islay to check on them, Fish Dog does the same thing in front of N, and then I think we'll just sort of start against their hand, like that main point of tension. Fish Dog will sort of start rolling around there. Where's Seeker Nereus?
Just pacing outside.
Within view? Because
yeah, I think he's like you sometimes hear he like tried climbing the walls all around the perimeter, and now he's just like outside the front door trying to look in, but barred. Every now and then he tries to approach and it's like he gets just stopped.
Do I have anything in my pockets by way of shock blanket?
I'm sure you have a shawl or something, like a scarf.
Yeah, just something. Just something to keep Seeker Islay. I can't do much more. Willow's just going to, I think, wrap them up a bit. Like just something kind of heavy around their shoulders. And it's just whether it's worth bringing. Luca should know how to be gentle in this scenario. Gentler than N, obviously.
Mhm.
But then there's also the risk of what happens when Luca wakes up. Laura's just thinking very much, and I think I think it would make sense right now to try and wake Luca.
Okay.
But they will say to Sika Islay if it counts for anything. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. They're just going to wrap them up and hope that keeps them from dying in the moment that they step away to go to Luca.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move away from Luca and Willow
Yeah.
is like, is there any way I can get to Nereus?
Yes, you can just walk out the door. It's
Yeah.
only Nereus that can't enter this room.
Yeah. I think N is feeling how angry they are, how enraged they are, and they don't necessarily want to be now. But
Yeah.
they feel like they're not going to be able to control themselves, so they are going to
Yeah.
remove themselves from this situation
Yeah.
and go outside and try to find Nereus.
Yeah. Nereus is easily there. What's going on?
How much did you
What
see?
happened? Only scraps.
Vaelia got away. Teleportation circle. Islay and Luca were knocked unconscious. Luca is stable but not awake. Islay is awake. And I took the liberty of questioning them.
What did they say?
Well, long story short, Vaelia continued to manipulate them and they believed her.
They're lucky to escape with their life.
Guess it's too early to ask what do you think is gonna happen with them?
They will have to pay for their crimes. Eventually.
They're marked in a particular way, and it's gonna gesture to the back of their neck. It's probably only a problem if Aelia gets her hands on them again. But I think it's likely dangerous. At least to
I don't know
them.
if I told you. Sorry, I don't know if I would have told you much.
And saw Dragovich, so N's making an educated
Oh,
guess.
okay. Yeah. Based on the fact that it's a dark mark, a black mark, rather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And-
just confirming.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
gives a shrug, like they're not entirely sure, but yeah. That's what they're gathering. As far as I can tell, Vaelia has fled back to Farl, and no surprises there.
Well, at least we can be sure that she won't return anytime soon.
Hmm.
Even if it is frustrating that she has escaped.
Yeah. You're telling me.
She will not soon return to Regalport. And likely, if she abandoned Islay, she will not come back for them.
Oh, no. Pretty sure she doesn't give a shit about Islay. No matter what she said to them. Was they go under trial by Regalport's laws, or you?
I would imagine both.
If they make it.
What is their condition?
They're fine. I'm just wondering if they're going to make it to Regalport law through you.
As frustrating as it is, to be stuck on the outside, merely an observer to battle. In some ways, perhaps that was a blessing. Blood has dried enough for me no longer to be compelled by the hunt alone.
What about everything else?
Islay betrayed Torg as much as they betrayed me. And they suffered the consequences for it. I doubt that punishing them now would either bring me satisfaction or make them learn. I can wait.
And just
I
breathes a
am
laugh.
very good at waiting.
I bet. And peers back towards the doorway. The room. The fort. Scene of the crime.
I would like to try and wake Luca.
Make a medicine check.
Can Fishdog give me advantage if I bring Fishdog back?
Yes.
I imagine Fishdog went to follow N out, and
Mhm.
Willow, like with a sharp flick of their hand, instructed Fishdog to return. Did a little like
Mhm.
turn around and and then okay.
Yeah.
Little
So-
guy.
Advantage, medicine.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey. You. Does Luca have a healing potion on him?
Let me check.
Actually, so should Willow. Maybe.
I don't remember. I was looking for it earlier. I don't remember. We would have bought some a while ago, but I don't remember. You might have.
I don't
If
have
they're
the,
not in your inventory, they're not in your inventory. I'm
I
just
only
asking.
I only have my healer's kit.
Okay, well, you take the healer's kit and, like, after carefully tending to Luca's injuries, you applied, like, some smelling salts, and Luca wakes up with, like, a little gasp of breath. You are at 1 hit point, very sore, very tired, not mechanically exhausted, but you are worn thin and you feel it.
Do I see Willow or do I see Cognort?
You see
Willow.
Willow.
Floating overhead, tilting their head down at you to see if you're awake, unconscious, and your eyes are focused. Insight
get
check.
up?
I'm going to insight check you.
It is very dark, so it takes a bit for your eyes to focus.
Am
You're the
I
only person
present?
with. Yes.
Let me
Actually,
take a quick look at him.
Luca, make a wisdom saving throw. Yes,
Yeah.
you are present. You are fully aware of what happened. You just feel exhausted, and I imagine that you now have a scar in the center of your chest that is sort of a pale outline of a handprint.
Good.
Sheesh. What did Luca
I'm
say
like-
upon waking?
Did we get her?
Willow looks away. That's the answer. I think you can tell from their face.
Yeah. Can you help me up?
Willow nods, and they will say, however, and then as they help Luca up, they'll sort of like gesture towards Caer.
How are they?
Still, like, sort of like muffled sobbing. They seem to have cried themselves out mostly. They're just like hunched over, tied up under whatever blanket Willow has placed on them. Just looking miserable.
Yeah, Willow feels like they don't really need to say much. It's just the sight of them is kind of self-explanatory.
Not a total loss. Ben?
Willow gives a little smile sideways at Luca. they will basically be there for him to lean on.
He will for a
they're supporting him. They're supporting him as if to whether he wants to go over, or if not, then that's fine. But
I think he will after a moment.
Yeah.
You smell burnt.
Willow, you said that's Willow.
Yeah.
Willow will
Smell
shrug a little.
Barbecue.
You
It's
smell
probably
like
the smell of burnt hair.
death.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Willow
be chill
says
about
back.
it.
Yeah. Willow said back, you smell like death.
We should get
With a
barbecue
little
on
laugh.
the way home. The best of both.
Willow's helping you over to Isley.
Yeah.
And I
Isley
imagine we'll
does not react at this point. They're just exhausted, sad, sorry for themselves.
I think Willow will help Luca sort of sit down in front of Isley, assuming that that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I kind of look up at Willow for a minute and ask if they will give us a minute.
Willow nods. Fishdog seems to be wanting to hover around Luca, but I think... Does Luca seem to want Fishdog there, or is just we'll both go? I think we'll both go. Yeah, Willow's going to probably head out the front.
Okay.
Go check on the vampire and Seek Nereus.
No, I think Willow's going to wait in the corridor. Understand. Willow's going to wait in the corridor just outside the door. Just listen. No offense, I'm eavesdropping.
Yeah. Well, make a perception check.
Can Fishdog give me advantage on this or not?
Yeah. Luca.
I will try to catch Seeker Isley's attention a little bit.
They briefly meet your eye, look back down. I'm sorry.
Can I heal you?
This is- Islay sort of shudders and shakes their head. Why would you show me kindness after what I've done?
Because that's what my faith has told me to do. I'm gonna just open my palm.
They don't seem to resist. They just feel like they don't deserve it.
Then I'll gently lay my hand atop their head and 15 points of lay on hands.
Whoa.
Oof. Yeah. Good. You recover Islay up to a little over half health.
Good. Did you get everything you wanted?
I should have never wanted this in the first place. I should have never believed her. The
Luca
champion
nods.
was right. This is all my fault.
You can't take blame for everything, but parts of this do leave blood on your hands. Question is now, what will you do about it? You can recluse yourself. Let yourself be swallowed up by pity. Or you can take action. How long do elves live?
A long time. Centuries.
You have so many years ahead of you. And you're going to spend all of them afraid of what might be at the end. Something that isn't a guarantee.
Isla just sort of sniffles, but they do seem to be listening. Continue.
I'm very young, but I'm almost a quarter of the way through my life. And I've done so much damage. And I will make it right. And that fuels me more than any fear that lingers on the edges of my perception. Or the fear that when I die, I won't be able to achieve something close to divine. At the very least. The rest of my life is good, and that's as best as it can be.
Seeker Isla slowly raises their head and looks you in the eyes.
Everyone is afraid of dying. Every faith. Those without it. Can't let that control you.
You are more worthy of the title of Seeker than I have ever been. I hope one day I can have half of the grace and wisdom that you possess, Sika Luka.
I give them a little half smile, but it's very tired.
Isla has stopped crying. Your words have
you first.
your words have significantly impacted them. No need to roll.
Aw.
What would you like to do?
Can I come back to check on Willow at some point and see them at the door? Or eavesdropping?
Mm-hmm.
Please come at the end of the conversation so I can
Yeah.
hear all that.
That's the plan. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah. If not, then Willow would gesture at you with like a halt hand
Yeah.
in the hallway. Like to wait until the moment that they are
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that they are complete. At which point, when I hear them sort of go to silence, I will join in halfway down the corridor with like an expectant look of what they're going to say.
Look up.
Yes. Working his magic as we speak.
Good.
Is Nereus still murderous?
Less so. He's agreed not
And
to
you?
Behead Isla as soon as they step outside, so.
And you?
I'm sorry for getting short with you. And thank you for. You pretty much saved my life, didn't you?
Willow, takes a takes a little breath at and apologizing. Thank you. And then at the last bit, they sort of puff up their chest and roll their eyes. Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, thank you for that.
No need to thank me.
Feels needless to say that I'm pissed off.
Hmm.
How are you doing?
Willow shrugs. Lost another lead.
Not necessarily. En's gonna flip open their pocketbook, and I imagine they were taking notes while they were reading Islay's mind. And they're gonna, because En writes in code, and is going to read out the information back to Willow that they gathered from digging into Islay.
And Willow didn't actually mean that entirely truthfully because they got a lot of information as well. It was more like we lost
Yeah.
her, but that's...
So as far,
Willow was going to say something else, but yeah, anyway, we got this. Yep.
so as far as I can tell, at least this is likely not to be an immediate matter of Farlnen exploding with undead and death that sweeps across all of Corvair. It's not ideal, but...
Willow eventually shrugs. Losing her isn't the worst. At least she's out of Regalport.
At least she's out of Regalport. Don't have to wonder where she's crawling about around here anymore. It's probably... never mind.
I'm gonna insight check you. Care to elaborate?
Just see. Nope, N is fucking angry. I think like feeling the boring stare of Willow and knowing that they're a bad liar in Willow's eyes specifically.
Yeah.
Tassie. She was my only lead on Tassie, as Islay had nothing. And now I have nothing.
Willow nods. They kind of figured that much, but it helps to say it aloud so they've heard. They didn't say that out loud, but they got that face about them. They'll nod.
Doesn't even fucking matter.
Well, it does. Obviously.
Should have read her mind.
And it's part of our...
chance.
What, between passing out or attacking her from the sky, which...
That was pretty
At which
funny.
point were you expected to do that? It was quite funny. I suppose, not in a ha-ha way.
A little bit in the haha way. I mean, I bet she didn't expect that.
Yes, it'll be an interesting story to tell back home when she gets back to the fellow cultists.
I am a story
But
for
before
cultists
you-
to tell.
Before you deflect from this obvious conversation with more of your jokes, she is not the only lead. There will be other leads. We are still in the thick of this case. And I am well aware that you're looking for avenues to find how that happened. So, we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine. However, if you click at me like that again, I will break your hand.
Duly noted.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not how I like to be.
Alas, that's how we sometimes are. Who is going to sort of inspect N a little. Checking for... Just checking their injuries.
Magical healing did a lot of good, and is a bit scorched. Certainly the blast of fire did not help, but they'll heal up all right. You can't see the scar because it is hidden under their clothes. You don't even know about those rings.
Nope.
A good night's rest and probably some aloe will deal with the worst of it.
Yeah.
Maybe a
think,
haircut to get a few of the burnt ends.
I think Willow might kind of reach out to one of the pieces of hair that's burnt
Mm-hmm.
and sort of draw it like away from En's head into their line of sight.
And peers between the hair and Willow. Cocks a brow.
You might need to visit your seedy little salon again.
I know my way around a pair of scissors. But hey, if you want an
Willow's
excuse. I think maybe Willow's a bit singed too.
Yeah.
And might point
Both
at
of
like
you.
an end of Willow's hair that's a bit singed. Like if you want an excuse, point at that.
Yeah, Willow's hand will return to their ear. Probably just like pull at their ear a bit.
Fried edges.
Yeah, it's the crunchy sound is just like.
I do know my way around a pair of scissors. If you want an excuse.
I wouldn't trust you near my ears.
Probably a smart decision.
Willow's gonna flick you in the nose.
Haven't I taken enough damage already?
Not from me. Willow's going to turn back around now to like sort of check on the state of Luca and Islay.
I think we're doing okay.
Are they gonna just sit in there until they recover enough? They're gonna pop out, or
Yeah. I think Luca will say that he's going to leave Secret Islay's hands tied just because his friends will feel more comfortable.
Yeah, they don't protest that.
Yeah.
But Islay is healed enough to be able to walk under their own power and will meekly allow themselves to be led back into Regalport.
what does Seek and Nereus do? Sorry.
Yeah.
Nereus is mostly waiting for you guys to talk to him again.
Sorry.
But otherwise, he will take Islay into custody, bring them back to the temple, have Torg check the rest of their injuries, and then turn them in for prosecution for crimes against Regalport.
I think at some point during that transaction, N does look at Islay like they want to say something, but they're afraid they're just going to go off on Islay instead, so they're not going to say anything to them.
Yeah.
I think Willow kind of positions themselves between N and Islay. Not just for Islay's sake, for N's as well. Because there's a part of Willow that's like, don't fester on this, even if they don't say it clearly.
Yeah,
I think N will catch that Willow's making a point.
Yeah. N's not seething anymore, but they don't trust themselves to not say something awful to Islay, even though they're thinking not something awful.
Yeah. I think Islay briefly looks over at N and quickly turns their face away. And just allows themselves to be led away by Nereus. They have a lot to think on.
How does Nereus receive them out? Oh, sorry. Go, sorry.
Just before we return to the group, I think Luca would have said that he is available for conversation if Secret Islay needs it.
Okay.
They nod.
Yeah, what is Nereus like the moment Secret Islay comes out? I'm very curious.
I will say Willow and N, I imagine going out first to kind of like lead the way, but then like Willow gives Nereus a look of like, are you going to like destroy them the second they walk through these doors? I'm just checking. Like, can I do an insight check on Nereus?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Nereus is unreadable and very
Yeah.
still. He's not screaming anymore, and he's not pacing. So Islay comes out. Nereus looks at them coldly and says, "What do you have to say for yourself?" Islay goes, "I submit myself to punishment from my fellows and from the laws of the land that I have broken. I will do what I can to atone." Nereus raises an eyebrow, then looks over at Luca. He gives Luca a small, approving nod.
Luca just bows his head slightly in return.
Come.
I think when Luca hands off Secret Islay, he ends up a bit unsteady on his own.
I'll pop under your unless Anne wants to. We probably both will.
I just did you see that 0 strength check? I'm not trying my luck again.
Yeah, okay, Willow's going to tuck immediately under Luca's arm. Yep. Like basically as soon as the anchor of Islay goes, I think Willow's also noticed that you didn't heal yourself, did you?
No.
Great. Yep, so Willow will just support.
And I think once Willow feels Luca's arm around them, they notice that his hand is starting to get warm and tingly. And I use the last 5 of my lay on hands on Willow.
My health was fine.
Okay,
Sorry, Willow's going to sorry, little comment. Willow's going to feel that and then look accusingly up their shoulder at Luca. And shake their head.
We should go home.
You do realize you just made it harder for me to carry you?
How? You're much stronger now.
Willow basically props him up like against their arm, like, okay, it's gonna be a long walk home.
Yeah. Nereus and Seeker Islay are departing. And Luca and Willow, you walk behind, heading back down into Regalport to return to your place of rest after a rough night. But not a total loss.
No.
We saved a life.
We saved a soul.